outside of this puzzle, and Norok was like trying to walk people through it, and you were just letting me help since otherwise I'd be doing nothing.
Correct. Yeah. Well, I mean, you chose to stay out of it, which is fine
Because
because they
Pogo would
didn't
not have
need a
wanted to
fifth.
do this.
Yeah. Which is probably in your guys' favor anyways, because it didn't seem like anybody was too concerned with, had you been spotted or anything like that, because everybody was going to jump in and Pogo decided to stay out. Sarah, you do still have your shadow skin up, though, so I checked that too. So where we left off there, Norok, Sarah, Arteme, and Nazim, all of you are blind and deaf, of course, are all awkwardly gathered around this large metal door with your hands pressed against these arcanical lock panels, trying to bypass the security there. Pogo and the goblin Nissi are nearby, Nissi with her monitor lizard, impatiently waiting for the door to open so that you guys can head through. You had heard, all of you could, before you would put your hands on the panel, hear distant yelling, somebody like angrily shouting. It was two separate voices, but angrily shouting, coming from the other side of this door. Pogo, you are underneath a table and beneath a window. So you're well, at least you had climbed under. I don't know if you still are, because you do know that the automaton that's in this room is powered down. Like it's not really a threat.
I think I lied, by the way. I think I'm the only one that's invisible.
Okay.
I just double checked. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are standing. There are windows to this room, but all of them have thick blackout curtains in front of them, so you can't see in or out unless you move the curtain, of course. Pogo, you did have the Jutheran lamp as well, kind of aimed at the door. I don't know if you still do, but you were carrying it at one point. And for Nazim, you still have bubbles, and you know that he is on the other side of the window. That is, well, you can't see or hear anything right now. You guys are inside the bypass. But if you're looking at this map here, the window that's to the left of you guys on the map,
They shouldn't be hiding there because I think someone was walking past earlier.
There were some constables that were walking up the street, yeah. And then because he was kind of not directly in the light, but was definitely visible from the street. But he is on the other side of that wall, basically to the side of that window right now. I don't think you can see him on the map, but that is where we left him off there. We'll go, actually, before we jump over to the bypass, because I'll need to move everybody over to bypass, except potentially Justin. If you wanted to stay on this one, it's up to you, or you can switch back and forth. But we'll start with Justin, and then we'll jump back over to the rounds in the combat tracker.
So I'm hearing arguing right on the other side of this door.
It's quiet now. There was some when you first came into the room and listened at it, and then when everybody came in and had deactivated the automaton, Norok, you had kind of picked it up and shoved him out of the way a little bit. The kind of shouts below slowed down and then stopped.
All right. Well, if I don't remember if I had the lantern on or not, but I'm going to turn the lantern off. Actually, the purple glow is the same as what comes out of the big automatons, isn't it? Or similar?
It's the same rill. The color may be slightly off, but yeah.
Have I heard any of these robots say anything, like commands or anything like that? I know most of them have been Okay.
So you made an important perception check, like right at the end, right before you had to leave last session, and it was very important. And you can make another soon. But I'm going to tell you, as far as perception checks that you have, say 6 seconds worth, of a few seconds at least, that you wouldn't be able to kind of try again. But go ahead.
Well, I don't think I'll do that. Pogo hearing this and everyone else being in kind of a trance next to the thing, he is going to go up and does the door in front of him, does it have a lock on it? He's going to check. He's going to slyly walk up to the door and see if it has a lock on it, just to make sure it's locked.
Okay. It does.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that.
Okay.
And then I am going to see how long this spell lasts for. 1 minute? That's bullshit. All right. Then in that case, I am going to make sure the door is locked. And then I'm just going to back up and do my best to take a hiding position. And I'm going to turn I'm actually going to... Is the lantern bright enough to where if someone came in and it was like in their face, would it distract them? Would they not be able to really see?
No. It's pretty dim light. Yeah, it's not like a flashlight.
I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna turn it off then, and I'm going to do my best to hide under the table, and I'm gonna tell my little lizard friend to be quiet.
Okay.
And just
You mean the goblin girl?
stay under there. Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to. Give me a second. Let me look through my shit.
All right.
I don't remember.
There's a 6-second window here, so.
Yeah,
but you know what? I'm gonna give you a little extra leeway, just because obviously I'm gonna be rusty too. But it's been a while.
Yeah, I really don't have. I'm going to take. Just looking through my inventory here. By the way, am I cutting out, or can you hear me? Okay, because my.
Oh, you're fine.
All right.
It's clear.
All right. I'm gonna take a pitten, and I am going to shove it on the door. I'm gonna walk back to the door real quick, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna shove it in the side with the door handle. I'm gonna push it into there and try to tighten it up, so if they open it, even if it's unlocked, it's gonna try to push back and not try to open properly.
So like between the door handle and the wall, or the jam, like the door jam?
Edge of the door and the wall, so like create.
Oh, okay, because it opens
like,
in. You just want to jam it in. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, jam it in, so like when they go to open it, it's kind of another trick is you can put, like you can use basically anything. It's the same as putting like a little wedge under the bottom of the door. You know, it's not gonna open straight up.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use one of my pittons. I'm gonna mark that off.
Okay. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. You actually. I was not going to let you make a perception check. The thing is that you're going to notice something below your passive because of specifically the choice you just made. Nobody else is going to be aware of this because everybody else except for Nissy are in the in the bypass and are deaf and blinded at the moment. But Pogo, you see a light. Bright light, like a flashlight kind of light, that is, through the crack in the side of the door when you go to jab the pitten into it, and just as you step away, you get that is like echoed throughout this whole place, like the sound through through a megaphone, an arcane megaphone. That's the end of your turn, though. Locking the door, putting a pitten into the door is it, but you do know that you're kind of on your own at the moment, except for you and Nissy, unless you kind of snap anybody out of it. So keep that in mind. I'll tell you that you know what, because when the shout occurs, they would no longer be trying to be quiet. So you do immediately start to hear footfalls in the hallway on the other side of the door. And a lot of them, it sounds like.
All right.
I'll
come up with something to say after we jump to the other people.
All right. I'm gonna move everybody over, and then Justin, on your turns, if we need to, I'll put you back on that map. Give everybody time to load this map here.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Okay, it's just taking a while for everybody to load it, I guess.
Yeah,
I bet
it took
it's
a
probably
little
not
bit.
cached. Yeah, since it's probably not cached anymore since it's been December 10th.
Thankfully, I've used my snipping tool and caught it from last week.
Did I put it in? I meant to put it in Discord from where you guys left off. Did I? Nope, I guess I didn't. Well, that's fine. All right.
Am I supposed to see this stuff? I see a couple locks and a key.
Yeah, that's all you should see, Fox.
Yeah, we all could only see certain things. One of us can see the little ghost thing. One of us can see the locks and keys, and I could see the layout of the map and the exit. So we all have to kind of talk it out.
So Sako can see the walls and where the exit is. Fox, you can see the locks, and you have the key. The key that's in the bottom left, it just means you already have it, meaning that you can unlock those. So you can walk through those locks there. Becky can see where the bombs are, which are the shutdowns. If Fox walks into any of those bombs, it'll reset the whole thing and kick everybody out. And Ben, you can see the ghost, and you have to try to manage the ghost, like keep it from walk. If the ghost sees Fox, it's over. But if it sees you, it tries to run away from you. Remember, otherwise it'll keep moving towards her, and it'll go the entire distance that it possibly can until it hits a wall. But if it sees you, it'll turn around and go the other way. Everybody got that? All right, so bring out the combat tracker again. Ben, it is your turn. Right now, the ghost is directly north of you, as you can see, of course, and that is as much as you're able to see, I guess, just to, you know what, okay, because you did know where Fox was at the last, at the end of that, I'll go ahead and give everybody a refresher of the stuff that you knew at least at that point. You do know that Fox is 2 to the left and 1 south, so 2 left and 1 down from where you're at now. Let's see, Sako, I'm gonna put a dot where Ben is now, just to give everybody, catch everybody up, so that everybody's on the same page that where we essentially left off. That right there, that little red line I just made, that's where Ben is right now. That's where Fox is right now. Sako, do you see those?
Yep, I've got my screenshot from last week, so I see where everything's at.
Okay, all right. And
well,
then,
everything that we know about so far.
Yeah. And then Becky. Let's see. Fox is right there. Ben is right there. All right. So what are you doing, G?
All right, Sako. For now, should I move 1 to the left so the ghost comes down and he'll run off to the right, and then, or should I stay where I'm at because I just don't want him to go back up to the left again and keep getting himself trapped? I
think we're gonna leave him there for just a moment, because the path that she needs to go, we're gonna take her around a bomb, of course, but I don't know if there's any future bombs that we're gonna run into because I haven't seen what's down there yet. So if you stay right there, the ghost will just keep going back and forth, until we can get her into position. And if we see another bomb, then we can adjust your position accordingly.
Okay, then for now, Holmes, I'm just staying here.
Okay. All right, Fox.
Okay. I'm waiting for direction.
You want direction on which way to go?
Yes.
Okay, from where you're standing, down 1, left 1.
Okay, there is a bomb directly below her.
Fox went backwards.
Are you sure directly below her? Or are there multiple bombs there in another spot?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay,
they're right next to each other.
Let me go ahead and mark that. That's going to make things a little difficult. Okay, Ben. So we are going to need your ghostage eventually.
Okay.
Damn it. All right. Well, let's have her do a little more reconnaissance. Might uncover more bombs, unfortunately. But that latest bomb she just said, we're going to need to have your ghost hit that.
Okay.
So where am I going?
That's the same. You're in the right spot.
I'm not moving.
Down 1, left 1. Because there's no bomb where you're standing. There's a bomb below you, and then there's another bomb to the left of that. So don't worry about that. As long as you
Wait,
went
you just
down.
said, okay, she said there's a bomb directly below me, and you're saying to go below and left?
She said that there's a bomb when you move down 1 and left 1. There's a bomb beneath you when you move left 1. Is that correct?
Oh, when I move.
Yeah.
Thought it was before I move. I'm confused right now.
I think that's what she said.
Yeah, so when you moved down and then you moved to the left one, where you stopped, there was a bomb directly below you.
Okay, but isn't that also where the lock is?
No.
That would be to the right, Fox.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying left.
Okay, yeah, my directly challenged brain. Okay.
No problem. That's why I was giving you that, because it sounded like that was the case. That you were
there we go.
To the right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Fox has moved down and to the left. It is the ghost's turn. The ghost is going to go there, so they can no longer see Ben. And we will. That is technically a 6-second round. We might have to go, 2 rounds or something. We'll see. I'm gonna jump us back over. Do you guys see anything at the top where it says bypass? Is there another option for Venovia or no?
I'm actually on this map also, and I don't see any of that.
Okay. Then in that case, how do I drag Justin onto this one? I don't remember. It's been a little bit. Oh. There we go. Pulled a scene. Okay. All Justin should have pulled you back over.
Yep.
All right. So you heard that, and are now that you've stepped away, are seeing flashing lights up and down the hallway. Like you're not seeing into the hallway, but just around the the frame of the door.
All right. Okay. What would Pogo fucking do? This is tricky here. The door that they're working on, I know we examined it. We determined it's nothing that we could break through, right? It's something solid, probably magically sealed. Something
it's part of the wall. Yeah, it's
it's
slides
not
into
just
the wall.
like a wooden locked door. It's
correct.
Something
Yeah,
solid. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna let everyone know I have things I can do, but many of them require seeing things. And right now I don't see them and they don't see me. So
you're telling the players.
Yeah, I'm just telling everyone. They might know that Pogo requires. So I'm just letting. So you guys don't feel like I'm not doing shit. I'm a little bit limited. And there are also windows. I'm on the first floor. Can I glance out this window and see any lanterns?
So peering out the window, you can see at the street, which is 30 feet away, 40 feet away. Oh, hang on. Sorry. No, we're on the south side of the building. It's further. It's like 50, 60 feet away to the street. But all along the street are you see these kind of flashing straight lines, the arcane equivalent of caution tape, and behind that are probably 24 people.
What the fuck did I miss in the last 30 minutes of last game, guys? I feel like it was all fine and dandy, and now I'm coming back to like a swarm.
I'll tell you that from the Pogo would be able to piece this together, and the players can know this again. Your characters do not, except for Pogo. What had happened there is Bubbles was standing, he was standing underneath a tree, but he is a gargantuan dead rat ogre. And the constables who were walking the street saw him. Nazim had him move and go around to hide, and that's fine, but they'd already seen him. And then when they showed up here to go investigate, to go find him, they saw a broken window and a pile of bushes with a robot body underneath it. So they look in the room, see that there's through the broken window, see there's some signs of the struggle in there, and hence people showing up.
Okay.
And that was like 15 minutes ago, so they've had time.
This is a stupid question. I'm like 99% sure. There's no windows on the other side heading into the hallway, right? It's just the windows on the south and the
correct. There's
side.
There's a window facing west and a window facing south. The only way into into the rest of the building is through that door, or down through the basement, which is the door they're working on.
How many? Okay. How many? Can I see the people individually out there?
I mean, it's a massive shapes. I just gave you, a ballpark estimate of what you would guess.
Would you, as the DM, allow me to cast mass suggestion on this group of shapes if I can individually see them?
What's the range? As long as you can get that kind of range.
60 feet, so I think they're right in it.
Okay. I'd say there's at least enough for one target you can hit, and then the radius around that would be different anyway.
So I can only hit one out of. I can't.
No. So go ahead and click it, because usually the way a spell works is that the initial target has to be within range, but there is usually a radius around that too. Let's see.
So it's just
unless all targets have to be within
12,
the 60 feet.
It's up to 12 in 60 feet. So I just have to see them. It's not like a radius type thing.
I'll tell you that there's probably 6 or so that you could pick out that are within that radius.
Okay.
Because that's right about the edge of what you can see.
God, it's so stupid, guys. All right.
Just keep in mind too, before you make any rash decisions, just remember, the job you guys were sent here to do was to make this as quiet as possible.
Yeah, but we also have her father and Avar on the fucking line here.
Yeah.
If we don't get the job done.
Yep.
So my brain is thinking, do we want to be quieter? Or do we want to get the fucking job done?
You do whatever you want. I just wanted to tell you that in case you wanted to have, one cop try to shoot another one or something like that. No, with your mass suggestion.
I don't know if that's would allow it to do that. But suggestion must be worded in such a manner else course of action. Yeah, because it has to be a reasonable course of action. So I can't ask them to I don't think hurt themselves or something like that.
Yeah, maybe not.
All right. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast
the verbiage of that. Okay.
Like it would make it so it could hurt another person, but not themselves.
No, the verbiage specifically allows for it. What it says. Okay. This is on you. Really, is what it says. Is the suggestion must be worded in such a way to make the course of action sound reasonable, meaning that you would, make them realize that the person standing next to them is actually one of the, people from in here, or maybe it's one of the scabs from. They think the person is somebody else, and that would make it a reasonable action. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So the verbiage would need to be on you to kind of make that convincing, and then we would decide a DC from there.
This is what I'm going. Oh no, because they gotta hear me though. She's gonna fucking do it. Okay. All right. This might require a couple rolls. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to. Does this window open?
It does not. I'm going to tell you, though, that you feel like if you spend too much time visible in the window, that's going to be a problem. They do have crossbows trained on you.
Sure.
And you guys disabled the window security, so...
Yeah. So, I am going to... I got to do it. I'm going to... Okay. I am going to cast Mass Suggestion. I'm going to put my little head up to the corner of the window just to get a peek around. And I'm going to yell in my best fake woman of the house voice.
Let's hear it.
To the east!
Oh shit, you're cutting out. Wait, try again.
So, run to the east, they all left. You must catch them, please!
Was that run to the east? You must catch them, please.
On as many as I can. So anyone who doesn't get a DC 18 Wisdom throw are going to basically think that is real, and they're going to follow. But I'm also doing my best Lady of the House voice.
Let's see. All right, it's a charisma. What is it? Oh, wisdom save. They're +0. All right, they're +0. So we will do 6.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Oh, jeez, dude. 2 18s, a 20. 3 of them failed and 3 succeeded.
All right. Well, that didn't quite work as well.
Well, so I'm going to say that you don't need to make a special persuasion check since the roll's kind of doing it, or the Mass Suggestion's kind of doing it for you. But 3 of them do fail. It's hard to make out individuals because you're mostly seeing a silhouette, and most of them have bright lights that are aimed, right below their head, essentially kind of aiming your direction. So you're mostly just seeing kind of shapes of heads, not really faces. But once you do notice that 3 of the shapes begin to kind of look around and look confused, and then break off and start moving out to the east.
And then I am just going to move and sit and kind of plant myself in front of the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to whisper across the room to see if our little thief girl can help them in any way.
Help the rest of the group get the door open?
I know she said she could get one lock undone, but I don't really understand if that would help much. So.
Yeah, so basically there's 5 handprints on the wall, and each of them have a keyhole beneath it. And one of them you guys found the key for and just put it in, and that key is already turned and the handprint is off. The other 4, each of the rest of the players, the rest of the group here, have their hands on those. So she's not needed over there anymore. Initially, you guys had discussed the possibility of her trying to pick one of the others so that a handprint would not be needed. But if she were to do so now, it would interrupt the person that is trying to bypass.
And that's really, I think, all I can do, guys. I'm just gonna be in this room, giving you some more time. Good luck.
Right. We may need to do probably a couple of rounds, I think, in the bypass, as an equivalent of 1 round outside, maybe, because it's probably not 6 seconds for the full thing, I would think. I think that's probably more narratively fair to do 2 of them inside for 1 outside. Does that sound reasonable to everybody?
Because they can't even hear me, right?
Correct. They can't act or anything, so they don't know what's going on out here. And last they knew, it was quiet, but they've been inside the bypass for 10 minutes now, which was enough time for the City Watch and everybody to show up and start surrounding the place. You know what, though, now, Pogo, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage. And then we're going to jump back over, and Ben, it'll be your turn to Try to manage
so
the
dumb. I need to see everything, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go out there. So I was like, we're okay here. It's just a burglaring.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the impression you get is you assume that it's
straight off for a burglaring.
Yeah, they don't know what your purpose here is, which I mean is essentially true anyways. You guys are basically burglars.
They're getting burgled.
I'm going to tell you, though, that when you did glimpse out the window to kind of watch for those shapes and cast your mass suggestion, you did see a few metallic glints of a very, what's what I'm looking for, distinct, I guess, shade of kind of goldish bronze armor in the crowd. Yep.
God damn it.
So, so you gather that
bastards.
Specifically, you would probably intuit in this situation anyways that this giant, magical dead ogre walking around, that they were probably notified and called in as well. So that's where we're at. All right, back to your turn, G.
All right, so we need to get the ghost down there, but do I need to wait till Fox moves first, or because we gotta get him to blow the bombs up, right?
Where she's at now, she moves 2 squares. The ghost will follow the path closest towards her. It'll always be moving towards her until it sees you. So if you move eventually 2 to the left and 1 down from where you're currently standing, the ghost will start to run towards her. And we're gonna move her lower left-hand corner, so the ghost will eventually circle back around in the upper right-hand corner and then go down to the left and hopefully hit that lock. And then it's going to get kind of sketchy with her in the corner because we're going to have to move her back to where she's standing right now to trick this ghost to go straight up and start blowing up these bombs. But then you're going to have to run interference. So if you run to the left and down, we can start prepping that now because she'll be in position in about 2 turns.
All right. I get 1 move or 2, G?
2 per turn. So you have 2 squares right now.
I'll go...
Becky, wasn't that right? Didn't you haste?
Yeah, I hasted both Norok and Arteme.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I thought.
Okay.
I twins.
Oh, so you do... Okay, that's right. Okay. So you still have concentration up on haste, if that matters. Yeah. It doesn't matter at the moment, but just keep that in mind if it becomes an issue. All right. So Ben moved 2. Fox, your turn.
Okay, waiting for direction.
We're going to try and bait this ghost to the lower left-hand corner to where you're headed. So very carefully, you're going to go 2 to the left.
Where it decides to go.
There you go.
There we go.
Just
took
a minute.
Like 4 times for it to go.
Did you? I mean, it took. Yeah. I saw you move the first one, and then it was paused for a second. And then
when I moved the first time, I hit it twice. It finally moved, and then I had to hit it another 4 times to move the second time. So I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, it moved. I don't see anything network-wise that are a problem, but if if it's troublesome, I can restart it or something. All right, to the ghost.
Ben, you did move to the left. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
And is your turn again, G?
So just go down 1?
Yeah, just so that way the ghost doesn't see you and gets spooked.
Oh, only moving 1, not 2?
I would say just 1 because we're going to... Oh no, he's going to need to do that. You know what? Yes, do 2 for now because you're going to have to run interference for her. She's going to have to run back the way that she came and you're going to have to spook the ghost back. So yeah, go 2, and then you're probably going to hang out there for a little bit.
Cool.
Okay. All right, that brings us back to Fox.
Okay. Where am I going?
We need this ghost to go down. Do we know where the ghost is right now? Anybody?
He is 1, 2 up, 1, 2 to the right, and then 1 up from where I am.
Okay, one more time, say it again.
So from where I am, he's up 2, right 2, up 1.
I see.
That's where the ghost is from where I am currently.
Copy that. Perfect. So hopefully he will start to go down, and then to the right, and then down. The ghost has to move the entire length of the thing, doesn't he?
Well, what do you mean the entire length of the thing?
So where the ghost is now, if the ghost goes down, he'll stop and hit the wall. Yep. If the ghost to the right, he can't just stop on that square to the right.
Correct.
He's going to go all the way out.
Well, he goes. Well, no, I mean not necessarily. If Artemis was over there, he would go to the right one and then stop. He goes the shortest route to her, but he can move the full distance. Okay. But he won't go right. He'll go left. That's a shorter route to get to her.
Because it's a shorter route to get to her.
Yep. And he always has to take the shortest route.
Hold on. Recalculating. One move, two moves. Ben can move one move. Ben can move two moves. Okay. I think we're still good. All right, we're still good.
So am I moving or staying here?
Yes, you're going to move down 2.
There's nothing in the way?
From where you're at, no.
Becky?
No, you're good.
Check.
You're so good.
Just double checking.
It's kind of diagonal up to the right from you. So you're okay.
All right, then on to the ghost. Ghost is going to move to there. And then we'll jump back over to the manor.
Has anything happened since I sat down here in the last few seconds? Does it seem like they're just yelling at me?
There's a lot of stomping around in the hallway. Make a perception check.
Also, secondarily, you can add it into this check. On the map that we got, the room we're trying to get into, does it have windows?
No. Well, no. As far as the map, you wouldn't probably be able to tell. But no, it's all walls in there. I'll just tell you that from the outside, when you guys scouted it, you didn't see windows.
Got it. No window. All right, cool.
Yeah. Well, there... Was that Fox?
I just crashed.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense that it was probably browser cache or something on your side maybe. But let's see, you're hearing the sounds of what sounds like humans or at least humanoids, and they're probably carrying something heavy that sounds like they're straining a little bit.
Oh no!
Coming down the hallway.
A Gatling gun? This is some bullshit.
Coming down the hallway, and it's a Gatling gun, but it sounds like they're carrying something heavy.
I'm gonna tell you guys, this is Pogo's plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, and you guys can't do anything to really change it. But he just wants to get into this room because he feels like the next room will be much safer, and then we can bar the door, and if we need to, create a circle of return. So that's my goal, is to get us out of this probably less safe area and get us into the next room. If you're curious as to what I'm going for here, whether or not it'll work, I have no fucking clue. Okay, they're trying to bring something big. All right. Based off that roll, can I estimate that they're pretty close to right outside the door?
Maybe 15, 20 feet.
All right.
Laying against the, kind of sitting against the wall though, on the floor against the wall, or against the door rather. You kind of hear clicking sounds. You look up and somebody's trying the doorknob.
Okay. So they're right there.
It's locked, but they're trying the doorknob.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Animate Object.
Okay.
And I am going to move.
You're no longer invisible.
I'm no longer invisible, yeah. I am going to... I actually forgot I was. I'm going to move the automaton and the, I'd say 3 other large pieces of furniture in front of the door.
The one that you're leaning against?
Yeah, so I'm going to move... So let's see, I'm going to duck down and probably move down here, and I'm going to move, so I think I can do, is it 4? I think it's 4 large items. Let me double check. Yeah, 4 objects. So 4 large objects to basically brace against this door.
Okay.
And this lasts for 1 minute. So this is going to be, 10 rounds to get that done. And each round I might have them do other stuff, but right now they are just simply going to be using their strength combined to brace against the door.
Oh, okay. So not just locked in front of it, but using their animated.
They actually have their own strength of.
Yeah. I mean, if they're animated, they can be pushing against the side of the door too. Okay.
And they have a 14 strength each, but basically they're animated, all trying to hold this door shut up against the wall. They also have hit points in case whatever the fuck they're dragging.
All right.
So, and I'm holding concentration on that, and I'm going to use my action or my movement to move, and I'm going to try to. Well, I can't hide as an action, so I'm just going to sit down here.
All right. I'll cover that for now. Then we will do. I'm going to count the inside the bypass then as two full cycles through, being around, if that makes sense, for the purposes of that. Just to, well, I guess do I need? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put you in the combat tracker 2, Pogo, and we'll just skip you every other round.
All right. That's all I got, guys. So
we'll just leave you as if you're at 0 on your initiative. It would, not that it matters, but just so that you're in the tracker there. All right, back to Ben.
All right. Still same put for now, or should I move, Sako?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. We're going to need to bait this ghost in. So start following her. So you're going to want to go left from where you're at. The maximum amount of moves, 2.
Boom.
Okay. All right, over to Fox.
Did we figure out, does it matter if Ben touches the bombs?
He can walk right through them.
Okay.
He can't see them. Yeah, he can't see them, but he doesn't interact with them at all.
Yeah, he walks through the bombs. Only the ghost can blow up the bombs and unlock the door, correct?
Fox unlocks doors, not Ghost.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I moving? Or staying put?
You're going to need to 1 move, 2, 3 moves, 4 moves, 5 moves. Yes. Move 2. You're going to want to move 1 down and 1 to the right. And you're going to camp there for quite some time, for maybe 4 moves or so.
There we go.
Got to get this ghost chasing you.
All right. Off to the ghost then. Ghost is, well, Ben can see him, but he's made his move. Pogo, this is your skip round. Back to Nark.
Right. Still following Fox around?
Yes.
Go over and
you're
down.
going to go left 1 and down 1. So at this point now, the ghost will want to go down left. It's going to go down again to chase her because it's going to the path of least distance. And then it's going to want to go left, and it's going to want to come down to the bomb. So the bomb is kind of 2 squares above from where she's at now. We need him to trigger that, and then we're going to go ahead and cause some chaos in there.
All right. So Ben has moved. Back to Arteme.
You said I was camping out?
At this moment, Ben's gonna go. 1, 2. Ben's gonna go down 1, 2, 1, 2. So in 2 turns, Ben will be there. 1, 2, 1, 2. For this 1 turn, I'm gonna move you somewhere dangerous. But don't worry. Move 1 to the right and 1 up.
She's got a bomb like directly above her.
Yeah. So that's gonna be it. So you're not gonna want to move any further up than that.
Not that I can anyway, since I only have 2 movement, but...
All right. That brings us to the ghost. He goes there. All right, Pogo, are you doing anything else out there, or are you kind of holding up and continuing?
The situation is staying the same. I am still keeping them up against the door.
Okay.
And let's see here.
You do hear a shout from the other side.
What does it say?
That.
I'm just gonna respond.
Get off
No
my
thanks,
lawn."
we don't want any.
All right, let's see if that'll convince them.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Pogo probably would at least take a second, and he would in the. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep that. Yeah,
All right.
just panicking.
All right, back to Norok. You did hear the sounds have gotten to the door. Whatever they're carrying, you know, the heavy, strained breathing, I guess you'd say, is directly into the side of the door.
Cool.
What you doing, G?
Going down to, right, Sokka?
Going down to, correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Arteme.
You staying here or moving?
I would say stay there for now.
Okay.
All right. The ghost then is going to go there and stop.
And
And
we're just
Pogo's
estimating where the ghost is. Nobody can actually see the ghost, correct?
Norok can see the ghost.
Ben can.
Has Ben able to share that information?
Yeah, he's 1, 2, 3 up and 1 to the right from me.
So directly above the bomb.
1, 2,
yeah,
3.
there's a bomb down there, huh? Yeah, so from me, he's 3 up and 1 to the right from where I am right now.
1,
The
2,
ghost is.
3, and 1 to the right. Oh shit! The ghost is a lot closer than where we thought. I don't know why the ghost's there. Should have been somewhere else. Hold on a second. Perhaps we should have had her move then. Okay. So 1, 2.
Keep in mind, the
Ben
ghost can
moves
only
to-
see in 4 directions. It can only see straight up, straight right, straight down, straight left.
1,
If
2,
you're
1,
concerned
2.
with diagonals.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're still going to be okay, but these next 2 moves need to be precise. Who's moving right now?
Ben just moved.
Okay.
Reggie? Or did you... No, sorry. Did you move yet, Holmes?
Just moved.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben moved. He moved down, so he's in the lower left-hand corner now.
All right.
Yeah.
Then Arteme?
Arteme, we're going to move... you know what? Down 1 and to the left. So we're moving back to where you were previously. This
Okay.
might actually work.
All right. You stopping there, Fox?
So,
Down 1 and to the left, yes.
Okay.
yes, so you have a bomb that's 2 squares above you, and the ghost is above the bomb. So the ghost will now try and move down to get you and hit the bomb. And then it'll have to loop around to the right and get you. But we got Ben.
No, it's the ghost turn. The ghost moves south as Ben is able to see. Sarah, obviously the map changes, and you're going to have to describe when the turn comes up for Arteme. So, you know, you'll be able to see a change here in just a moment. You remember why, right, Becky?
Yeah, there's another bomb coming.
One of them blinks out, and you see another appear. Which button is it? That one? Yeah. And then this is gone.
Really?
Yep. I mean, you had to have expected that. I did warn you that the last time, and I even gave you the math on how that works too, remember?
I know, but I didn't figure it would pop up right there.
Well, I mean, it is a security system that is trying to prevent you from the bypass, so, I mean, that is the reasonable location, don't you think?
Just checking, the ghost obviously triggered that bomb. Is the ghost on that bomb, or is the ghost below that bomb now?
You guys will have to work that out. Ben can see the bombs, Becky can see Ben can see the ghost, Becky can see the bombs.
I think he's standing on where that
So-
bomb was. I think he's...
In other words, Ben, did the ghost move 1 down or 2 down?
He moved down 1, so he's up 2 and to the right of me 1.
Yes, he's
Gotcha.
on the bomb.
Yeah.
Copy that. Okay, so this is now going to get sketchy because we don't know where this bomb is until her next turn, so we might have to make some adjustmants. But it's okay.
Which we'll
Ben,
do, it will be on Arteme's turn. We'll call it on Arteme's turn. So
on Artemis' turn. Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
Right, back to Norok. And then Pogo will, this round will be when we check back in on that side because something may happen there.
So I need to go over 2, correct? So that way I'm blocking Artemis. She's one to the right of me, isn't she? Because I'm bottom left corner right now.
Yeah, here's the problem. I don't know where this new bomb is. So what we could do is leave as is, and the ghost will most likely go to the right, blow up that next bomb. So that way it'll go right and then down to chase her, at which point you're now going to move to the right and block, giving her an escape route to the left. Problem is, we don't know where this other bomb is. So...
Do you stay put, Holmes?
What do you think? You want to stay put where you're at, which gives you the opportunity to either stay there and you have control of the board pretty much for the ghost.
Yeah, because on his next turn, he would go right 1 and stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And then his turn after that, he would go down. So Artemis would have a turn to
and she
go
would see
to the
where the
left,
bomb
and I could
is.
go to the right if I had to. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Stay put then.
Stay put? Yeah, that's good.
All right. Artemis?
Where am I going? Am I staying put?
You are just the bait right now, so stay put.
Yay! I love being a bait.
All right. So with that decided, Becky, you can go ahead and describe where the bomb is, and then I'll move the ghost, if you want.
The bomb that he landed on is gone, and there's still a bomb to the left of him, or the right of him.
The right of him, yeah.
This is a really dangerous place to accidentally mix up a left and right. Just keep that in mind.
It popped up.
I do think I was glad I'm not giving directions.
Yeah. It popped up on the right of that bomb, so it would have been
Son of a
3
bitch.
in a row there. Yeah. But that one is gone. So.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay. Okay. This will still work because she can unlock doors. This will still work. I think we're okay. 3 more turns. We'll be okay.
All right. Then with that, the bomb moves to the right. Becky, you do notice a change, of course.
Wait, is it every bomb he blows up? It produces
That's
a new one, or
every
every 2 bombs? Because he just blew up a bomb and 1 bomb showed up.
Yeah.
Yep. So she noticed a change on the board there.
And
And we are back to Pogo.
All right. So, with that warning, I don't want to be the aggressor here, so I'm going to use my action to dodge, and I'm going to have all of my furniture friends.
Hang on, not dodge.
I'm sorry. Can they take the dodge action as their thing?
Is it the dodge action? Okay, it's been a while. Is it dodge that you just spend your whole turn?
You don't use it very often, but so the dodge action is basically when you're going to spend your turn avoiding attacks, doing whatever you can, and all attacks have disadvantage on us.
Why does it seem like that's not the one I'm thinking of? What's the one I'm thinking of? It's probably right. There's dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, right?
Yeah,
but
all
of but the other one is also like a defensive position kind of thing, where you're kind of spending your whole action trying to give disadvantage on someone else trying to attack you. Maybe that is the dodge action. I bet it is. I bet I'm just thinking of the other one instead. Dodge action. Dodge is defense. Yeah, which lets you take the dodge action as a bonus action. I think is what patient defense is, right?
Yeah.
Dodge is one of 10 main actions you can do. Blah blah blah. If your speed drops to 0, use your action for the turn.
But we have to actually technically I think we have to see who's attacking us.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help from hidden attackers, but I mean, theoretically, if something came in,
saving throws, and if someone comes in,
still have advantage on deck saves and disadvantage on the attack rolls against you. Yep. Okay, so it is. I was just mixing it up with the other one then.
And then let's see here if I got a quick bonus action I can do.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's from something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dodgeball.
I'm going to take a more defensive position on the opposite side of the couch.
Okay. That couch is tall. It's
actually that couch is probably
human
not there
size, so you
anymore,
can crouch behind it. I would say it was probably chairs and tables. I mean, the tables would probably have been better. So I was thinking tables would have been like
whatever the heavier
up and flat
things
against
are.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna be up behind here, and God damn it, guys. All right, that's my turn, and we'll see what happens.
All right. From the other side of the door, you hear a whispered countdown. I'm going to tell you that it's quiet enough in here since they're not making any noise and not even moving. The only sounds are coming from the other side of the door in the hallway there. Like there's no bleeps and bloops and shit from the security panel. But from the other side, you hear two people, two different humanoid voices counting down from 3, 2, 1, and there is a splintering of an explosion of wood as something heavy rams into the door. It's clear that they were probably carrying some form of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a battering ram that the kind people carry for knocking down a door. But the strength check. Go ahead and give me a strength check for your. Well, here there are
4 guys with a.
It's well. I mean, just the automata is actually the strength for they're the highest. So I'm going to say that just we'll just use theirs instead of the tables. Assuming the tables are
hit up a D20
lower
here,
than a
so
20. Yeah, they're the strength of the automata is a 20, so it's a +5, which theirs 22. Is. Yeah, the tables are 14s. So with a 22, the table holds. There is a splintering where this maybe 6 or 8 inch battering ram smashes through the door and splinters in through it, and then they kind of yank it free and are preparing to smash it again. But the automata and the tables are still holding the door shut.
Is that the third round or the fourth round for my automaton? I think that was the third.
No, that was only second.
Okay,
yeah, we will jump back twice. Yeah, so that was only second.
All
round.
right. All right.
Yeah, there's still some time.
We're not in a terrible spot.
But I mean, they don't have to get through the door necessarily to be able to shoot at you through the door or shoot at anybody that's just standing there.
They'll have to hit some furniture first, and they got some hit points.
Yeah. There's obstacles for sure. Yeah. Goat looks so happy with himself.
I'm not wearing my head in disguise because I really don't want them to see me either. Like I really don't. I want to be able to come back to this fucking town.
This is kind of an important place for Pogo's business anyway.
For the dodge. So yeah, never mind. I'm good. Yep. That's it.
All right. Back to Norok.
All right. So you see where you're at. So it's Norok's turn, and then it is Artemis' turn.
Yep.
And then
Artemis and Sarah, and then Ghost.
Artemis, Sarah, then Ghost. Okay. So we're gonna probably position you in the spook mode. Position Artemis for the chase, so he'll get spooked and run towards Artemis because he will be spooked and he needs to choose going left or going right. And we need to make sure that Artemis is right of where he's at, so he can get pulled to the bomb or he can get drawn towards the bomb. So I would say, what do you say? Choose the right, and then we'll move her to the right. Ben.
So now I'm one to the right of where she is, right?
Correct, okay. And you see the ghost directly above you, 2 squares.
He's 2 above me. Yeah, he's 2
yeah.
above me. So okay.
All right.
And off to Artemis.
And then we need you to run quickly to the right, 2 squares.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, she's got a bomb right next to her, on the right.
Well. You said that the bomb. No. Wait, no. You said the bomb is.
Yeah. No,
you said the bomb.
There's another bomb. There's 3 bombs on the map. So there's the bomb that just popped up, which is the one that's up and to the right. Where she just ends, if she goes 2 to the right, there is a bomb directly to her right.
Oh, okay. So she's okay. She's not on the bomb, but there's now another freaking bomb. Oh my god.
After moving 2 to the right, then there's and that's not a new one. That's been there a while.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, I never saw that on my map. Okay. That's good.
Am I still moving to the right or not moving?
Correct. From where you were currently standing, you're going to move 2 to the right, which will position you between Norok on your left and apparently a bomb on your right. So stay snug right there.
All right. That'll bring us to the ghost.
Ooh, that's going to change things.
The ghost, seeing Norok, is going to flee to there. And this is Pogo's skip round, so we're back to Norok.
Did we see the bomb disappear?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So it's not chasing her, it ran away.
It's got a very simple set of rules. If it can't see Ben, it goes the shortest route towards Fox. If it can see Ben, it runs away.
Fuck.
Ben didn't describe where he went, but you could probably intuit what his choice was.
Yeah. That's gonna...
I think you're muted there, G.
Sorry, he went 1 to the left, so he's 2 up and 1 to the left from me now.
Shoot, okay. 1, 2. All right, then we're gonna have to. Crap, that bomb screwed us. All right, only thing we can do is backtrack then. So we'll probably 1, 2. 1. Ghost can move 1. 1, 2, 1. Oh, this is gonna add so many freaking turns. This is gonna slow us down quite a bit.
You have 7 more before the automaton fail.
Oh no chance in hell we're doing this in 7 moves. Shoot.
I'm glad I'm not doing that part because I'm not a strategist.
Oh, 1, 2.
This is a pretty simple strategy compared to like that Prime Demon and Gloomhaven.
That was easier to figure out because I'd already done part of it, okay?
Justin, if you want to refresh, I just copied you and made other copies so that you can see the whole map. Don't tell everybody where things are and cheat and everything, but if you want to refresh, just so that you can actually see how the game works if you want.
Oh god. We're gonna have to spook him. Alright, we're gonna have to spook him. But if he sees Ben, he runs the full length of the hallway in the opposite direction. Correct?
Yep. He goes as far as he possibly can in the opposite direction. Yeah.
Oh man, I think we're screwed. Any ideas?
Justin, you can, without part of the reason I did that is just to help the strategy.
So long, I don't even fully remember like the whole process of this, and I don't really want people to have to re-explain it. I know Ben scares the ghosts in direct lines, and we need to unlock these locks. And
not necessarily. The locks. The only thing that matters now is getting Artemate to the door.
1, 2. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
1, 2.
And what happens when we hit the bomb?
1, 2.
If Artemate
he's gonna come around.
He's
gonna go 1, 2. Yeah. He needs to go around there. 1, 2. I can move her inside here. You know what? No, I think I got it.
There's at least one solution right now.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for the ghost to run.
I think I got it.
A random direction?
Okay, so we're gonna move Ben up 2.
It is your turn, G, so if you want to go ahead.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was my turn or not. So, up 2?
Yes.
There we go, up 2. So now I'm right next to homeboy.
So now you're right next to the ghost, and you got a bomb to your right.
Okay.
He can't see it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got a bomb to your right and a ghost to your left. And then Artema's turn is now, right?
Yep.
So my curiosity here is
you're gonna chase Ben. So you're gonna go 1 left, 1 up. So your positioning right now is gonna be just below Ben.
Can you walk through Ben?
Yeah, they can walk through each other.
Oh.
Now,
okay.
Am I allowed to announce to the team where the exit is, or am I not supposed to?
Nope.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
so that's our position.
I probably shouldn't have even allowed, at least right at the start when Becky read off all the locations of the bombs. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe within a certain radius or something. I don't know, but so that Becky would have more, get to be more involved, I suppose. But as far as current locations, Becky, well, actually, Arteme just moved, so Fox, you're stopping there.
I can't wait till we get to the next dungeon and we all just play a game of Minesweeper.
So you know what? Did anybody ever play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes? Anybody know what that is?
I love that game.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking with this, is that each person has a different part of the puzzle and has to kind of communicate to solve it. That was the idea. So that was kind of the impetus, I suppose, for this. Obviously, it's within Foundry and a different set of rules, but similar idea anyway. So, Fox, you're stopping there though, right? Okay, Sarah. Any concerns?
No, because there's just the same bombs that were there.
Okay. Then we will jump over to the ghost. From here, he goes there. Seeing Ben and fleeing, that was his means of egress. Pogo, this is the activity of the Venovius, or the Manor side. There is another slamming, splintering of the room, kind of shaking a little bit. Theirs is a 15. Go ahead and roll strength check, and it's a +5. Ooh, that's a tie. There is a slam into the wall, and you hear the shattering of like a crystalline glass kind of a sound. And looking at the space in front of the door, it looks like the chest height of the crystalline shape that was in the automata's chest inactive. The automata itself was inactive except for the crystalline. You know what I'm talking about, the face that's inside of the chest, right? That crystal is shattered all over the floor, just because it does happen to be perfect chest height for where they were.
We didn't do it, guys. We didn't do it.
Yeah, you're not responsible for the
We're not responsible at all.
for the genocide of this species. It was kind of the balance crew. That was their fault. But it did not get through. Like they basically smashed another hole through the door. But with a tie, they're not going to get through. The tie goes to the runner. So they're still holding place and trying to kind of bash their way through it. But you do have an action if you want to use it.
I am just going to, from my kind of place in the corner, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion up into the middle of the hallway, back where I came from, basically behind where the what do we call these? They're not cops. They're just guards.
City watch or constabulary or constables.
Yeah, so back where the guards came, just sounds like a one person saying, all right, we got away with it. Now run! And kind of all right. Our hallway. Okay. This is an audio illusion. So
I don't think you can for minor. Isn't minor illusion only visual? There's no sound, I think.
You can do a sound or visual. This is.
If you create a sound, okay, it's okay. Oh, I see. So you're not doing anything visual. It's only
just a sound down behind them through the other hallway, kind of away from it. So maybe they think there's other people.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Sure. And then I think. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I gotta bring my character sheet up for some reason.
You're fine.
Persuasion with disadvantage. Not great. Oh, that's right.
That's still pretty good. Yeah. Compared to what I expect they'll roll, they'd have. Well, it's still a tie. You hear footfalls of at least one. You're not sure if there are others. Hard to tell with the noise in the hallway. Chasing down the hallway further away. You can't tell which direction necessarily.
And I'm going to just keep having the automatons, my furniture and the automaton to continue barricading the door, just holding it close. Right. By the way, I can keep track of HP if we'll say the automaton is the first one holding the door, and the other ones are kind of behind him or wherever. Also, they kind of float, so they can be in different kind of areas on the door.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about them floating. I was thinking about them all kind of crowded around it, with the tables being relatively ineffective. But I suppose if they're able to lift it off, then the tables could be kind of flat, basically covering the top portion, at least the top half of the door.
They're going to use their actual action, now that I know what is on the other side of this door, what they're trying to do, just push and use their strength to keep the door.
All right. In that case, then the I didn't assign damage. I just figured that a direct hit with a the giant metal cylinder would shatter the crystal. So we'll call that probably 3d12.
Okay,
What's
they each
that?
have 50 HP.
Okay. You know what? Well, the automata would have had its own normal one, but since it's not animated except for what you're doing, it would be 14 damage that it took. For that. So okay. All right, jumping back to the bypass. All right, that brings it back to Norok.
All right, so where did this ghost go?
He is to the left and down one of where I am now. So he's just to the left of Artemis, I believe.
That's not going to be good.
He can't see her, though. Remember, if he sees her, it's over. Those of you that can see the walls will understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, but I need him to blow up that bomb, though. He's not going to blow up that bomb with him there.
Yeah, he'll just stay in that corner, I'm assuming.
I needed him to go up.
That was my question earlier, like if it's a random determination where the ghost goes based off Norok being in its way.
If
the thing is, on the last...
then yeah, it'll just be a 50-50 shot.
Because like on the last one, he ran...
So my question here is...
away, and then now on this one, he ran towards her.
If Norok...
He was still running away from Norok. He wasn't running towards her.
So if Norok... And the ghost has to move in full straight lines. So if Norok moved... how much of this am I allowed to say? Which map, Jeremy, which map, Jeremy, should Justin be able to see?
The top right, really. Okay. I'm okay with you seeing all of it. Just don't cheat with information from the others.
Yeah. Like last time, it was me and Nazim trying to help Norok. So
yeah.
And we can just confirm we can see the walls around Norok. We know the walls that are there.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah can't see walls, and Artemis can't see walls. Norok.
We see the walls, but you said that there is a bomb to the right of Norok.
Correct. So where Norok is standing, there's a bomb to the right. We need that ghost to blow up that bomb.
So we would need Norok then to... Because what happens if Norok walks into the bomb? That's restarts. Okay, so...
No, Norok can walk through the bomb, so you can ignore him.
I can.
Are we going to ignore him?
Yep.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay. So
Problem
if Norok
is...
moved to the left and up, then the ghost would stay there.
Correct, but we can't get Artemis to where we need to get her. I don't want to say too much, but you might see what I mean.
All right, let me pause on this real quick. So if we move Norok down, the ghost couldn't see him, and the ghost would go all the way up.
No.
The ghost will take the closest path to her, which would be one up, one to the right, and then kill her.
In full distances.
Only when it's running away from Norok. Yeah. Only when it's afraid of Norok.
What if you go down, and then the ghost goes up and to the right, and if it sees Norok, we got a 50-50 chance of it going to the right.
Yes. Sure.
I mean, unless you got a better idea, that would get them there. But then, how do we get? Then we'd have to do the same thing to get it.
Yeah, then we just do a chase. That's all. Yeah, we could try that. So that way,
we could shoot. We could basically keep doing 50-50 shots until first it goes to the right, and then it goes back to the left, and then if Norok's where it's at,
then we run it.
Artemis could get around, right?
Yeah,
there is a way to force him to go exactly where you need to, but that's totally fine too. That's a totally legitimate strategy because I mean, I'm literally just going to roll a d2, and if it's a 1, he'll go left. If it's a 2, he'll go right, kind of thing.
So
I said we could do that. Do we have enough turns? We have like 5 more turns, right?
6 more turns before. Well, that's just before the automata are no longer, or the animated objects are no longer animated. They'll still be a big chunk of metal and tables sitting in front of the door.
Yeah, and like my last turn, you don't know this, you have no idea, but like my last turn, I'll probably try to have them adjust in a more difficult way.
Okay, so that's actually we'll roll the 50-50 shot there. I like that idea. So we'll leave Artemis where she's at. She'll act as bait. The ghost will move to the right, see her. On the next turn, he'll want to attack. However,
if he sees her, it's over.
Well, he won't see her because she has to move one to like the right or something.
Okay, we'll have to move her then. Okay.
Yeah, if he sees her at all, it's game over. But he can only see in 4 directions: up, down, left, right.
Okay. So then let's just move her down to the right and get Ben
down one.
Down, yeah, and just keep spooking him. All right. Sounds good.
Ultimate awesomeness would be if he first moves to the right, and then, because when he moves to the right, he can't see Norak anymore. Then his next turn, he moves to the left, and then he moves to the left, and then we're golden. But we don't know if we get.
Yeah, you may get lucky. It's possible.
In a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that then. Norak moved down 2.
Or just 1. I think it doesn't have to.
Artemis standing there.
They can stand on each other. It doesn't matter.
Oh, they can?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then stand next to Artemis on her square.
And Artemis goes before the ghost, right?
And then Artemis, you want to stay out of his sight, so you're going to want to move down and to the right.
Okay.
I'm in to the right. Okay.
Yeah, Artemis down and to the right. And then Norak down 1.
Ben went, and now Fox just moved down to the right.
Yeah.
Becky, any input there, Becky?
Yeah, she's got that bomb right next to her on
Right
the right.
next door.
All right. Okay, it is the ghost's turn. He will move up 1. Because, of course, his shortest route would be to try to go through where Norak is to get to Artemis, and that is it for his turn.
He can only move 1 at a time?
No, he can move. Sorry, well, he's trying to get to her. He takes the shortest route towards her. Regardless of whether it's... He can go the full distance. But the shortest route to get to her... Yeah.
Okay.
He could have moved the full distance, but the shortest route would not be to go up and around. It would be to go up 1, then on his next turn go to the right 1, and then down around to get to her. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah, I thought he could. I thought the ghost could still move 2 in 1 turn. That's where I got.
No, the only reason that Artemis and Norak get 2 in a turn is because they're hasted.
Hasted.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, back to Norak.
We're just staying put for now, right?
Yeah, for now, and we're going to do this 50-50 thing that he was talking about. It's a good idea.
He's going to roll the dice while he stands in front of Norak to see if he
literally
goes right.
Roll the dice and just spook him over and over until you scare him to the right.
All right. Artemis.
Moving.
Not just holding, and we're going to wait for him to do that 50-50.
All right. So he moves to the middle here. This will end his turn here. He does see Norak, of course, but it would actually be on his next when he would... You know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to spend forever on this. I mean, it's taken longer than I initially had planned for anyways. But especially since it's, we have had very little D&D time lately, I don't want to spend too much on this. I'm going to go ahead and roll it now just to see if he does move to the right or not. I think that's fair. Anybody oppose that idea?
No. I mean, I don't really know, but...
Yes!
There we go. Well. He does... technically, this would be his next turn, but we'll just say that he just moved all the way to the right in fear. Sarah, you do see a change.
That means another bomb's going to pop up. This is the second one.
It sure does. And where it pops up is... Hang on, I gotta find it. Which one is that? That is... Hang on. I gotta do the math on my own map here. No, it's one more there. There you go. So another bomb does disappear from Sarah's map, and another appears. And now we are back to... hang on, that is the round... Yeah, because we're on even, yes. So Justin, further shouts from outside. A 20. Roll a strength check +5. Or roll a d20 +5. Well, this may change things a little bit. You guys may be in a little bit of a rush here now, because there is a further splintering from the outside as the door splits in half. Pogo, peeking over the corner of the couch there. You see the bottom half of the door split out from beneath as the tables are holding the top, kind of kicking into the shins essentially of the automaton standing in front of it. They're still blocking it, but immediately you do see. One of the city watch on the outside kneel down and immediately take aim with a crossbow bolt in your direction. Your last turn, your action was the suggestion, or the minor illusion, rather. He is going to... Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, this would be your turn. What I'm going to say is this is your turn now, and they're kind of going to be taking a... You can tell they're about to shoot at you. So what are you going to do?
Do they see me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, see you peeking over the couch. They don't have a clear shot. You have at least 3/4 cover.
Yeah, because remember, there's an automaton and 3 other pieces of furniture.
And a couch that you're hiding behind. Yeah, I'm not saying this is going to be an easy shot. You think you're probably on the safe side without rolling really, unless they roll really bad.
All right, you want to do me a favor? Can you roll for damage to see how much the automaton took from that thing too?
Yes. Sorry. What was that, Fox?
It's like they see a bit of a shadow from your hat or something, and that's about it.
Yeah, this is probably not a kill shot. This is more of a, we warned you and we're annoyed, like we're, ACAB, right? So this is what happens. So 12 more damage to the automaton.
Okay, he's down to 24, but he's still hanging out.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to have the automaton, who's like kind of mostly in front of the door. He is going to go ahead and, because he has the ability to attack the weapon of the cop pushing it through the door.
It's a hand crossbow, yeah. So
he's going to focus an attack on the weapon, and let me just.
If you command an object to attack, it can make a single melee attack against. Does that take your action or no?
They all have their own action. It all goes on my turn.
Okay,
the other ones I'm using their action to block the door.
Okay.
But he has a +6 to hit, and it's 2d10 plus 2.
All right.
So +6 to hit. Big man, big money. Yes.
All right.
So 25, and it's 2d10 plus 2. 2. For 21.
Oh shit. Well, the City Watch kind of kneeling down and then trying to peek beneath this very awkward, trying to get a clear shot at you. Not much of a window to take this shot. Pokes the crossbow, just the front end of the crossbow through the doorway, and immediately is punched through by the fist of the automata. Unfortunately, taking the hand with it. The City Watch does not have a lot of hit points. They're just regular, guards. There are others with them as well as the Tooth Runs, as you know. But the 2d10 was the damage on that, right? I assume that's what that was. The 19 was the hit.
2d10 plus 2, so 21 total
21.
Damage. So I'm also going to use my bonus, real quick, I'm going to use my bonus action from the automaton. He just hears, "Your mother was a snowblower."
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of other guards in there, obviously, but this one that was aiming at you, you see him kind of fall backwards, and there's just a splatter of blood pooling beneath the door. And well, I guess you can't see through to the other side, but there's obviously some.
I just hear
spray.
it. Yeah, I just hear it.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely audible. Yeah, because his hand is no longer there anymore. He probably would have died because he only has 11 hit points, so he didn't have much. But
focusing on the weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Since he was focusing the weapon, I figure half damage, and that's enough to lose forearm and up kind of thing.
Well, I may have just stepped up this game here a little bit. Yeah, everybody. I apologize.
That may have escalated the situation a little bit, considering
didn't know
you guys are supposed to be
automaton's strength.
Well, that's its action. You still have your own, so you can do anything with your own action.
My action was I was just casting. I'm staying where I am, and I'm just doing minor illusion to talk some shit. I still don't want to hurt or kill any of these people.
That was okay. I gotcha. All right,
that was my action, and I don't have any movement. I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay, jump back over.
That was 5 rounds, right?
Yeah, that was the 5th right there. So, okay, back to Norok.
All right. The ghost is up and to the right. Is that correct, Norok?
Yeah, he's one up and one to the right of me.
So we don't know where this bomb is. We'll have to ask when it's her turn.
After Arteme, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
we know there's one to the right of Arteme that we gotta, I'm guessing, get rid of.
Not necessarily, because if this ghost flees to the left, then you move up and block him, and we're just gonna run her full speed to where
they don't
he's
know
currently
where the door is. They can't see the door. So.
Correct. We're gonna run her full speed to where the ghost is currently standing now. So I guess hold tight and hope he runs to the left when he sees you and gets spooked.
We want a 1.
We want a 1. Okay. Yep.
Before is all. What if we get 1, 1, 1, and now we need 1, 1, 1.
What if we get 2, 2, 2?
All right, Arteme.
Where am I moving?
I have a question for you, Jeremy. If Arteme is behind Ben and the ghost moves and sees Ben, does he see Arteme and the game is over, or is she hidden behind him?
Nope. They can't see each other. No, the only people that the only things that can be interacted with are in each person's map. So Sako, the only thing you can interact with is the door, and so on.
Okay, so she stays put then. You stay where you're at.
Okay.
All right, then the ghost is going to go here, and we will flip another coin.
One.
Oh.
Nope.
Can I tell them where the other bomb is now?
Yes. Well, sorry. Yes, that would have been after Arteme before the ghost anyway, so go ahead.
Okay, so where Arteme is, 2 to the left is now a bomb.
2 to the left. 1, 2. Bomb. Gotcha. Marking that now. That gives us 1 exit route. Okay. Beautiful. Works for me. So we're kind of at the mercy of flipping a damn 1 for this ghost to go left.
So you're just wading through then, to doing the same thing, just staying still?
Pretty much, yeah. As soon as that ghost goes left, then we can activate.
All right. Then for the sake of time, we will roll a couple here if you're not doing anything else. I'm going to roll it, and we're going to keep counting the rounds in case that, just because we have the automata to be concerned with. So this will be the next round. Pogo, this will be round 6.
Yep.
And it's a 1.
Hey! We're on the right track, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. And we are back to the outside. So Pogo, back to the manor here real quick. Pull everybody. There we go. So you can see the City Watcher kind of very rapidly gathering around through what little visible spot you can see in the doorway there, trying to prepare to get through, and then you start hearing the clanging of very heavy metal armor coming down the hallway.
I was gonna scream out, "There's a first aid in the kitchen!"
You're so concerned with their
right. He's got a new respect for life since his issue.
These were the guys that caused the issue, oddly enough.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you specifically, but there were glints of black metal too. Probably just would have been difficult to make out in the dark.
I think Pogo is now. He's getting. I'm gonna be honest. Pogo's getting close to fucking waking everyone up and booking it. As long as he's got his automaton or his things, he feels his animated objects. He feels pretty confident. But if that fails, all right. Let's see here. I am going to switch the automaton's place with the wooden table, like to act as a door to block things off.
Okay.
And have the rest of the items still continue to push against that, so the automaton is now not in front.
The automaton's stepping back, letting a door cover the hole, and then push on the door, or push on the table.
Letting the table act as the door,
the table, table cover the hole and then push the table.
Yeah, the table still also has hit points, so we'll just go straight picking them off.
All right, I'm going to leave the automaton. I'm just going to move him back in there.
Yeah, you don't have to even move in there. I can do all the theater in my mind right now.
So now then, the table is kind of acting as if the door, and that there's no longer a hole.
I'm going to, in the hallway. I think this takes concentration too. Actually, it might not be. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't have any of those spells. And actually, as a bonus action, before I move the table, would I be able to see through the hole the bleeding guy, or has it already been 6 seconds? He's already out of there.
It's been 6 seconds. He's not laying there anymore. Yeah, he fell back, and then by the time the chaos had calmed enough that you look through and you don't see him before the table.
Valid. In that case, I'm going to use my action to is it 4th level or I'm going to use that action to actually I don't need to do that yet. 4th level. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wait. 3rd level. Let's use it. Wait, hold on. 4th level. Spell slot. 4th level or higher. New slot is 3rd level.
Pearl of Power?
I'm trying to read the Pearl of Power here. Regain 1 expended spell slot. If the expended slot was a 4th level or higher, the new slot. So basically, I can do a 3rd, 2nd, or 1st level spell slot, right?
Yes, I think that sounds right.
I was
Becky, that was right? You had that for a long time, didn't
That's up to a 3rd level slot.
Yeah. Cool. Appreciate it. All right. So
you? You don't have that bound though, do you? Don't you have your lithic, your winged bracers, and your ocarina?
I have my winged bracers, ocarina, and the Pearl of Power. That's it.
Okay.
We have 3, right? We can have 3 tuned.
It is 3. Yeah, I just thought you had the lithic tuned as well. Okay.
I wish. I actually really wish I had my fucking hat on, but nope. All right. I am going to pick up I'm going to pull out of my bag my ocarina.
Okay.
And I believe they do not have to see this, but I have to keep playing it.
They have to hear it, not see it necessarily.
I do want to double check. It doesn't require concentration that I can see. So...
It does not, no. That's part of why it's a pretty powerful weapon or item.
So I am going to start playing Fearful Dirge.
Okay. That is 3 charges there. Yeah. All right. Fearful Dirge.
Saving throw 18, or they're scared of me and use their actions to go away from me. I'm going to play it for the every person I can hear in the hallway. So basically, everything in the hallway I'm trying to affect with this.
I'm going to tell you that the 6 closest then will be 3 City Watch and 3 heavy metal. You don't necessarily know which ones.
As soon as I heard that heavy metal, and if I think there's other people coming, I'm going to go ahead and start playing my ocarina. I got to keep playing it to hold this up as well for the rest.
Wisdom?
Yep, 18 wisdom save.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Oh, they're just +0, so I'll just roll 2 more 20s rather. That's 12s. So he fails. 1 natural 20 and a 37. Jeez. Oh no, sorry, that's the total. Yeah.
So
120 and 1. Yeah. So 2 fail of the City Watch. So you hear clambering as 2. Actually, well, you probably would be able to hear the front door by now, but 2 of them run out of the front door, out that way. Sarah, can you still get information from Noctua when you're in there, you think? I don't know that. I mean, I would think she could still communicate with you since it's a psychic link anyway. So I would say that via Noctua, she's kind of relaying some of this information to you at the very least.
Also, I've only got 3 charges left with that ocarina, so that is a 2-trick pony. But I can hold this for a minute.
Well, that's not forever. You get them back.
No. Next on. But
I
didn't have full load up on it, so I only had
Gotcha.
6, I think, because I just used it before.
All right. I thought you had 7 on your sheet, but maybe you had 6. I think it said 7 on your sheet. So,
down to 3.
All right. Wisdom for this guy, and then the last 2 here. He does not have advantage. The others do. He succeeds, and then 2 Residors who have advantage. Saving throw advantage. Succeeds. Sorry for the delay here, guys. I'm slow with the process from Rust here. All right, so all of the Juthrans that are in the hallway that were within range, they succeeded. But yeah, 2 of the City Watch are pulled away. That does mean, of course, that the Juthrans are now directly on the other side of the door. But
maybe one of them's gonna help the guy without a hand. I don't know.
All right, so back to the bypass. And you do have to keep playing the song, so you won't be able to.
If I stop it, the other 2 guard, it'll drop for the 2 guards.
They'll come back.
Max of a minute.
Although you could, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to play that same song, but you could stop it and play a different song if you had 1 for 2 charges. Yeah. All right, back to Norok.
All right.
So
Norok, where's the ghost at now? Where do you see him?
He's up 1 and to the left 1 where I am.
Beautiful. That's exactly where we want. Lock his ass out.
So move up 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Boom. Okay.
Stay in there.
That it?
Yeah, because the ghost now has to go either up or down, and then.
And now she's just going to make a beeline for it. She's just going to run.
All right. So, Fox, you definitely want to go 1 to the right.
Don't go
Fuck
that
off with that nonsense.
Yeah. So pretty much
Where
just
am I
follow Norok. Run right behind him. So
I can't see him, so
left 1, up 1.
Okay. And off to the ghost. Ghost will here. There we go. There, and back to Norok.
All right, Norok, where did that ghost move?
He is left 1 and up 1 from where I am now.
I think.
Okay,
Norok
so
is
he's going up. Yeah, so he's pretty much just gone. So let him do his thing. You could just kind of camp out.
Hold on, real quick though, because if the ghost next turn is to move down 1 to get closer, and Arteme is on the same spot as Norok, it would see her.
Damn it, Justin.
Where is Arteme in comparison to Norok? Would you know?
So that would be
Right behind
the
him.
good way to do it then. Yep. So Norok would probably move left 1, so that way it'll force the ghost to run around.
Now here's the thing: the ghost can still get to the bottom row in just 2 turns because it can go to the left.
She only needs 2 turns.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
Good
Norok
catch.
can always move back to the right if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Good catch there too, because if Ben had not moved to the left and Arteme had moved up, and the ghost rolled, badly here, he would have moved south, seen Arteme, and it would have kicked everybody out. So you guys would have been screwed. Or if Arteme had accidentally moved 1 to the right at one point, because Sarah had seen the bomb, but nobody else knew it was there. So Sarah pointing that out was good too, because that also would have reset.
That's good, Simon.
Yep. Good catches there, everybody. So Arteme, your turn.
So Arteme, you're going to want to go up 1, right 1.
Wait,
There's
did
no
she
more
have to
bomb.
move- Does she have to move left first, or is she already good?
She's good. She's good. So up 1, right 1.
Okay. Stopping there, Fox.
That's where I was told to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sarah, nothing new there that you need,
No
Sarah?
new bombs.
No, still the same bombs as last time.
All right, Ghost will go here. And Pogo, we are back outside. This will probably be the last one potentially before they finish bypass, although none of you guys know the situation that Pogo's in, and Pogo doesn't know the situation that they're in as far as who's almost done and so on. But obviously the other side of the door, there's continued beating against it, although this time, instead of one loud hit like a battering ram, there are 3 separate, very heavy swings with a lot of force behind him of some blunt objects on the other side of the table. The table now acting as a door, although they still have part of a door to get through to. So
I would have still told the door to
the
take
table
the dodge action. So are they at disadvantage per chance?
They can't push and dodge.
I will also say it's not, because he's literally just trying to be the door.
Yes, I would say that he can't push against the wall and also dodge anyway. So I'll put it to you this way: he could intentionally back up just as the swings are coming in to kind of mitigate some of it. We'll put it that way, to reduce damage potentially. Not necessarily.
I'll say it doesn't have. It can be a no, because it's a wooden table acting as a door.
I mean, trying to dodge and also be a flat wall is not going to work in this case.
What it's trying to do is, I'm trying to do it, if it helps, I'm trying to do it in a way that they can't see in. I don't want all my friends and everything to be like visually. I don't want them to be like, oh, it's those fuckers again. Yeah. I'm trying to do this still.
Oh, okay. So not just get shot at, but also reveal their identities, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it on the low.
Okay. All right. So it will be some swings of hammers here.
And the let's see, DC on large or AC, is only 10. So these are probably all gonna hit.
Yeah, I don't think they can roll too much lower than that. They'd have to roll. Yeah. All right. So all 3 hit. I'm going to say that the damage is, because they're objects anyways, are reduced, as well as for the potential attempts at trying to mitigate. 10. And 12.
Okay, 12.
And the last one. 22, 36, 35, reduced by 5, we'll call 30.
So this one's down to 15 hit points.
Okay.
But he's still standing in there, the table's still in there. He's in the game.
All right, we'll jump back. You have an action, actually, if you want to use it.
All right.
Since you commanding them isn't So
I've got 3 Juthrins. I'm actually going to have the table throw one of its legs, trying to attack one of the Juthrins. It's a +6 to hit, 2d10 damage.
it's going to be a disadvantage for the attack roll.
Okay.
He's trying to fit through a doorway. The door is still half there. So.
Oh, reroll.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. You can halfling luck into a table.
Oh, God damn you! All right, well, he definitely misses.
He's trying his best. He's just a table after all.
He's trying his best.
What other game can you have a table trying to attack some soldiers?
Yeah, a good one. Okay, and so that is his action. The other ones are just backing him up, keeping things out of this room. I am going to. It's not gonna work. I can't see them right now because the table's still blocking the door, which I think is still fair.
Oh, those other guys actually would have run further away still. Actually, they can no longer...
wait, no, I can't. I'm still holding that tune to keep the other 2 running away.
That doesn't take your action, though. I don't think, does it?
So that's something confusing with the Ocarina. I can pause for a quick action and then go back to playing it, right?
Yeah, I think it was you just couldn't speak. Like, you can't,
Okay, can't do
speak.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let everyone know that is a lot of things. But it's not everything.
It is most of your things. That's kind of why, it's still a powerful item, but it doesn't make you, crazy overpowered to the point where you could, cast multiple spells at the same time kind of thing.
Word up, homie.
Nice, G. That's the other kind of game where you can have a table attack somebody. Like a Waffle House fight.
Okay, this isn't necessarily an action, but I am going to make sure that Pietro flies down and lands on the roof as quietly as possible, like close to above on the top level of this room.
Okay.
So he's landing on top of the roof of.
That's basically the patio that everybody else is standing on. There is no direct the roof. The top of the roof of this one is the patio. Yeah, right above. Yeah. I'm
gonna ask him what he sees.
Are you having him come all the way down?
I'm having him like maybe from above the house or on a roof. Tell me what he sees out on the south part of the building. Out in front of the building.
He gives you a mental image of a row of, at this point, now that it's only been another 30 seconds, there's still probably about 15 to 18 or so city watch, and there's 6 more somewhere. There's 2 that are running off. Yeah, two running away. Yeah. Well, the one without a hand is still inside the house, but yeah, the 2 that are running away, but still, did I push the wrong button? And then there are 6 more Juthrins in heavy armor walking this way, up the avenue, rushing, not in a regular walk, but they can't really run in that armor.
Everything else pretty much requires verbal, so I will tell the other pieces of furniture to just be ready to dodge in case they get through. And that is the end of my turn.
All right, then we will jump back over to bypass. Starting with Norok.
Do I need to move?
I think you can stay where you're at.
Okay. I'll be chilling.
All right, then Arteme.
I'm moving.
This will be your final move.
Wait,
you will
what?
move.
Why do I see everything now?
Oh.
Don't think that was supposed to happen. I could see everything else now too.
If you accidentally take the selection box and drag it across the screen, it'll show you stuff, which is what I fucked up on.
I think it should be fun because this is our last move anyway.
Yeah, so it's you shouldn't have been able to. I might have messed something
redo
there,
it. Start over from the beginning.
Yeah, really. But yeah, so literally, since this is the very last, in fact, you only need to move 1. Then I won't worry about it. So I think we're fine.
Yep.
Where am
just
I moving?
move down to the exit. And you're good to go. You're out.
Down.
So just down 1.
Yep, down 1, and that's the exit. And then we're done.
All right, guys, we only have to do this 3 more times to get the door open, right?
All right, Arteme, as your cursor on the visual screen that you're seeing there steps into the final exit there, the system shuts down. All of you are momentarily, very briefly, of course, blinded by a short flash of light. I'll move everybody back. As the final of the door panels, that the little hand-shaped covers turns green, and the door begins to slowly slide into the wall, opening into this smaller office area there. Obviously, Pogo. You do see everybody kind of shaking their head a little bit, kind of reacquiescing to the room they're in.
I am just going to run past them into this next room, leaving my buddies to hold this door, and I'm gonna quickly just tell them, "There's Juthans outside the door. We gotta go in this room real fast, please. Come on!" And I'm gonna also fucking push Lizard Girl into that room as well.
All right. As the rest of you are kind of coming to your senses, you do hear just a nonstop barrage of smashing against the door, the door into the hallway there on the other side. But the door in front of you is now open.
Bonus action to also dash, since this is as far as I can get into the fucking room, because I can't move or shit. And then, so when I get in this room, I see a stairway going down. Does it just look like a normal stairway?
Looks like a normal stairway. It is pretty dark down there. There's some kind of yellow torchlight basically flickering at the bottom of the stairs. This office looks not frequently used, but Arteme... where's Sarah? Okay, Sarah walked into.
I'm kind of running through with just half blind through here.
Okay. All right, then in that case, Sarah and Arteme, give me perception checks. And what is Nazim doing?
I'm also going to tell everyone to lock the door on their way out if they can, and grab the key.
I'm just kind of reacclimating myself back here, seeing what's going on. Does Nazim see chaos going on around him, or is he just seeing everyone running in that one direction?
As everybody's kind of regathering their senses, you just hear a nonstop chaos coming from the other door.
Reroll that shit. Reroll it.
All right, just as giving you his reroll first steps away.
All right, so I'll just follow them in the room then.
Okay.
Down below.
You stepping through the doorway there, Nazim. You do see that the door, once it has opened, it slides in and is now basically flush. There isn't a handle or anything for you to pull on. It's like a sliding door that slides into the wall, and there's nothing for you to grab or pull on. There is a handprint on the inside, a single one, the same kind that you would put your hands on the outside to do the bypass. There is a single handprint on the wall beside the, in front of the door, basically, that you could press. That you're not sure what it would do necessarily, but that's it. As far as for trying to close the door.
All right, so we're sealed in for now.
No, the door is flush inside. The doorway is open. The door has slid out of the way inside the wall, and it's now just an open hallway with no way to pull the door shut.
Oh, perfect. Well,
by the handprint?
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to try the handprint, or?
Even with mage hand or something?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll cast a mage hand and handprint into it.
Okay.
And see if it triggers an alarm.
You do that, and nothing happens. Sarah, into this room, Pogo's already rushing down the stairs, trying to, make his way down there, as he had mentioned. Well, never mind, he did not tell you this. Justin had said that his plan was to get in there and make a circle of return if needed, but Pogo did not, because you guys wouldn't have been able to hear him. But Sarah, you do see on the table there is some hurriedly scrawled notes that seem to stand out to you a little bit for some reason. Everything else is kind of put away, but there's this hastily jotted series of notes sitting on the table, and those are not put away.
All right, I'll go take a look at them.
Okay. You maybe wouldn't have time to read necessarily, but you do see at the top of it. I mean, if you're going to take time to read, you certainly can. But in the moment,
just,
anyways,
glancing over them real quick to see if they're important to us.
At the top of this, again, this is the only set of notes that are sitting out. There's a pen and a little inkwell that is still sitting out and uncapped and open, which is part of why it stood out to you. The top of this, it says notes on the device, and then below that, there's an open line, and then it says 5 sprouts. That's the 5th of May, 5 sprouts, evening. And it says, was a strange magical device in the last delivery, and that's as far as you can get before the chaos, unless you're going to take a moment to read.
Nope, they're going straight into my pocket.
Okay.
Or my backpack, whatever.
Okay. So Nazim, you tried the door, nothing happened. They tried, and there's no way to close it, at least not that they see. Pogo's already halfway down the stairs at this point, unless you're coming back up.
Well, no, this is as far as Pogo could get, because he's got tiny little legs.
Sure.
I'm going to go down the stairs to see what's down there.
Go ahead, Fox. If you hit 1 to the left, it should teleport you.
Real quick, are we in order still?
We'll probably be here in just a moment. As far as this moment, I think we can, kind of, as long as everybody's acting reasonably, I think it's fair. Fox, as long as you stay, go a couple more squares from there, you're fine, but I would stop otherwise at, top that landing right there.
Sorry, I was stopped. Is the top of the landing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, I see. Might just
you can shout up to the group what you see if you choose.
I'm just gonna use the walkie-talkie to tell them that I see a couple of automatons and some doors down here. That we might. They're not moving, but I'm not getting any closer either. So I don't know if we want to try and get the hell out of here or keep looking a bit.
Okay.
As you're, because she can't hear you, of course, but as you're speaking over the walkie-talkie, Nissy does come scrambling past you with glitters down to the base of the stairs.
I'll tell her to just be careful not to aggro those automatons.
She nods. She doesn't understand your weird video gaming terms, but she nods.
Oh, well, okay. Well, don't try and get their attention.
What's Nork doing, G?
We're going down the stairs, right?
I mean, I guess. I have no idea if we've gotten what we need.
Remember, we're just here to find out how this guy got all his fortune and what weird thing has allowed him to, but he also has all that anti-magic shit, so we might end up going somewhere where our magic stops working.
Alright, because I know we got those Juthrons right behind us, we probably need to get moving. Because I don't think we're going to
I would also tell everyone there's Juthrons in the hall. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you did. They would have definitely had certainly at least one more round of bashing at the wall there. So I'll roll 3d20. It's a +7 for each one. Jeez.
Terrible.
How did I roll that awful, dude? 4, 3, and 2. I mean, they're still hitting it. Yeah, well, you got a natural 1 just a second ago, Fox. I don't know that you've escaped it just yet.
I'm not saying they actually have my luck or took it. I'm saying they have the same luck I do.
Yeah. They're still hammering away at it, but it doesn't sound like they've gotten all the way through the tables and automata up there.
Well, I'm going to tell you that still, because they only have an AC of 10, so there's still one of them's going to miss, and the other one is going to do a 2 or 3. Hold on.
So the damage is 3d6 plus 3, so I'll roll the damage for him real quick.
2 hit, so 2 of them hit, and he's only got 15 hit points, then I'm going to roll in the other dudes there.
All right, so 15 for the first one, so the first table's gone.
The first one takes him out, and then one of the other, we'll say the
that's fine. Yeah, we'll say they can step in, that's fine.
Yeah.
So 28 damage to the second table.
How much the second?
28 damage on the second table.
28. Well, only 2 of them would hit unless they get 2 attacks.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then 14 damage to the second one.
14.
They do actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're attacking an object. That's a siege situation. It's not attacking a creature. Different thing.
So 14. The automaton is now in the doorway, getting battered. But at this point, the automaton, could it also do an attack? Just a.
I mean, if the tables are splintered enough that they're through, yeah.
So there's still
a clear attack, not a disadvantage even.
Yeah. So this should be a normal attack now that he's in. So it's going to be that plus 5. I gotta double check. So it's a plus 6 to hit. So it's going to be a.
That'll hit. 23?
Yeah. All right. So it's 2d10 plus 2, and it's just going to bash away with its automaton arm. So 9 damage to whoever the Juthron in front of the door is.
All right.
Who's fighting back.
All right.
And the tables are. I'm gonna have one of the other things come by and block the gap to this door now. So
okay. All right. So they're only one of them left, but he's taking 14 damage. But all right, that's fair.
So there's 3 left. The automaton's almost dead, and then they'll bring it to 2.
3 left. I thought there was 1 left.
It started with 4, and then the table was the first one to die.
The automata is one of them, so the automata takes 1 too.
Yeah. So the automaton plus 3 tables.
Yeah, but there's not 3 left. One of the tables is splintered.
Yeah, so that leaves
2 tables and 1 automaton.
There you go.
Okay, all right. You're saying 3, and I'm thinking 3 tables, not 3.
No, 3 objects.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so the 2 tables then are blocking the doorway there. The automaton staying at the other door to try to fend them off.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be 1 automaton now blocking this doorway.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, not automaton. Blah. 1 table.
This is where we get. Okay. All right.
This doorway.
And then 1 table and automaton at the other door. Okay.
Yeah, and then the other 2 are still. One of them's about to die, but the other 2 are still at the other door.
Cool. All right. Nazim and
if we're actually, I don't know if we have enough time, but Pogo would cast light on his sword as well. Just to use that for
sure. Let me do that so you'll be able to see here as well. What is Norok and Nazim? What are you guys doing in the hallway there, or in the office there?
Well, I'll take a moment because I hear the commotion downstairs. I'll take a moment to move towards the stairs. But did we already search all the paperworks and everything, or at least skim them?
The only thing that really stood out, Sarah did, to a certain effectiveness anyways. That's far brighter than it's supposed to be, but that's fine. 24
well, this whole room is filled with light now. 20 feet of bright light plus 20 of dim.
Yeah.
I'll take a moment to just kind of feel it out, skim it, see if there's anything of notable information in there.
The only thing that stands out that wasn't shelved and put away neatly and everything is a series of notes that are scrawled on one long rolled up piece of parchment that Sarah grabbed. She started to read it but hasn't been able to really spend any time on it yet.
Okay, I'll start walking towards the stairs. But can I search for? Just do like a visual inspection of maybe a trap button of some sort, or
you want to do an ocular pat down on this room?
An ocular pat down, exactly. Got my sunglasses on.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right, perception check coming up. Come on, click it. There you go. All right, normal.
You don't see anything that stands out in here that would be a risk, I guess is how I'd put that. Having that door open could potentially be a problem, but Pogo has kind of ordered one of his tables to block it, so you're about as secure as you can be.
Gotcha. I'll just keep making my way to the stairs then.
Okay. Sarah, are you going downstairs? Anybody not going downstairs, I guess is what I'd say.
Yeah, where are you guys having me put up the teleportation circle? Because it takes a full minute. Okay.
I think we need to do it when we're boxed in a corner. By the way, where is the closest teleportation? We have one in this town, don't we? Or no, on our ship. It's on our ship. That's the closest
one in the town as well. Yeah.
Oh, there's one in town.
Gypsy's Case. Yeah, it's in the Gypsy's Case.
I was like, there is one close. Because there's also a sewer entrance about 100 yards away, but I don't think we're going to be getting there.
You doubt that there's a way out from the basement that isn't going to be magical or up through this way. This is probably the only egress from the basement. But if you guys are going downstairs,
anyone completely yet? So
we just maimed. That's all. If you go 1 to the left, G, it should teleport you down. If you guys try to walk down the stairs, it should teleport you there automatically.
Like golden thing up in the corner.
Where? What thing?
So where the automaton is, if you go up a little bit, there's like a golden symbol.
Oh, those are lights.
Actually something? Okay.
Those are lights hanging from the ceiling. There's others too, yeah. But you're not around the corner yet to see them. But all right, everybody down in the basement then. Everybody here.
So how are we? Like, what is our turn?
Here we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into initiative real quick for everybody. In fact, I'm going to clear this initiative. Oh, it is a new one anyways. All right, go ahead and put yourselves in the combat tracker, everybody. Right-click yourself and click the little swords icon.
Oh, no combat active encounter yet.
Oh,
yep,
sorry. I forgot how to do it. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yep, it's good now. Here's Nissy.
Fucking balls.
Norok and Sarah still have initiatives to roll.
We have 2 more rounds of my automaton my automated
animated objects. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're going to fall. They'll still be, obstacles, and that there'll still be an object that falls in place. But it doesn't. They won't be animated anymore.
It didn't work when I clicked on the 2 sword things.
You're in the combat tracker.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you actually have to.
You just got to roll your initiative in there. Yeah. There you go. All right. Making it down to the base of the stairs. It did start a new one, right? Yeah, okay. We're not on round 40 something from the other tracker. But you making your way down the base of the stairs. The shouting stops. You did kind of heard more of it as you were in the office, and then as it's clear that something is coming, the shouting stops. The automata that are in the hallway there are not moving, but I'm going to go ahead and tell anybody that can see them at the moment, which would be Sarah, Arteme, and Norok, that they are of a certain glittering black metal. They don't look like the others.
Ooh.
Taco, did you?
So they're magic prevented.
It looks. They look like they're made of Otatterol, yeah, or Dimeridium. Taco, are you still rolling your initiative?
I
already clicked on it. Did it not show up?
I don't see yours scrolled yet. It's still open, or still the dice.
I clicked on toggle combat state.
You're in the combat tracker, but now you need to click the combat tracker and then click the D20 to roll your initiative there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's been a while. There we go. All right. Well, actually, so you're before Sarah then. Those two automata that are down in the hallway there, they're not moving, but they don't look the same. They look like a different model, I guess you'd say, for lack of a better term. And they are that glittering black metal. Okay. So Nazim knows what that means, that they're probably made entirely of Otatterol, which would be incredibly expensive, of course, but two of these golem-like creatures that could be animated, you don't know, but they don't appear to be connected to the security system as far as you can tell.
We can steal an arm, we can eat forever. All right. Then I will just move into position right behind Norok.
Okay.
And let me see what I can see here. Actually, I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move in front of Norok right here.
Okay.
And I can see a little bit more. Oh, boy. Okay. And I'll just prepare for now. Just kind of hang out for a second until we all gather up.
All right. Sarah?
Oh, hang on. Just writing notes. Okay. Okay. Where am I? Right there.
So in the hallway here, it looks like the auto rotate stopped working. I'm going to fix that, but
30. All right, that's as far as I can go.
There are two doors. It's a double door. It's double doors into another room, obviously at the end of the hallway, and then there's a smaller door on the right. Other than that, it's just some pillars and these two automata. They're not moving.
Yeah. 15. They're right in front of this door.
Okay.
I guess would be there. And just kind of listen at it, see if I can hear anything.
Okay. Perception check.
Those are real bad, but
all right. You hear whispers, but it's not coming from behind this door. It's coming from the other side of the big doors. Listening closely at this one, it's basically quiet except for the echoing of hammers against a table upstairs. Other than that, it's basically completely quiet down here. There's it isn't completely quiet. There is a very unnerving kind of whirring magical sound coming from the other side of the doors as well, the big doors. But all the sound, basically, whispers and that magical sound are coming from the other side of the double doors. Nothing from behind the door you're at.
I have anything I could do as a bonus action, so that's my turn.
Okay. You do. I'll tell you that you have, a moment. You could probably read another bit, maybe of the notes if you're going to stop there. Unless you're going to try to, be particularly aware of the automaton standing next to you.
Turn so that my shoulder is against the door and I'm facing the automaton and holding the notes up, so if he moves, I can see him out of the corner of my eye.
Okay. The rest of that section that you started to read says, was a strange magical device in this last delivery. Geometric shape, self-levitating, semi-translucent with a shell of perfectly smooth sapphire. I didn't think much of it at first. Probably some bored artificist's bauble that I figured. But something kept drawing me back down here to look at it. Must have wasted half the day just staring at it spin and sparkle.
Sound like anything I've heard of before?
You know what? You can read a little bit further, maybe. The next section says that was 5 sprouts, so 5th of May. This next one is 6 sprouts the next day. 8th bell. It says, I'm no mage. I'm not even particularly sensitive to veins of energy, but whatever this object is, it's powerful enough that even I can sense it. Ashes, I can hardly look away from the ever-exploding starbursts of light that it emits. Powerful means valuable, though. That I do know. Warrants investigating. We'll have Maud appraise it tomorrow. And I'll tell you that at that point, you have hair standing up on the back of your neck kind of thing. Something seems distantly familiar and not good about that, potentially. But that'll be as far as you can get it for the moment. Up to Nissi. Nissi just scrambles in and kind of flattens herself with glitters up against the wall. Very just not breaking eye contact with the automata there. Brings us to Nork. What you doing, G?
I'm gonna quietly, ask everybody which way we're going.
We just need to find what we're trying to find and then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this room sounds quiet. All the noise is coming from up north.
Yeah, and that's going to be there for a very short amount of time until it's down here. So, Nissi, can you find anything related to maybe paperwork? We're looking for paperwork.
This room is empty. There's nothing in here.
Oh no!
She doesn't say anything. She's still kind of staring awkwardly at the automaton. You see her kind of peek around the corner, looking up the stairs at you, and just shrugs and then looks back at the automaton.
Fogo's got light, but is that true? He's not around the corner. Is there nothing else in this room besides are there doors or anything?
Yeah, there are 2 double doors at the far end. So basically at the far end of the hallway. Where? Oh, are you... Okay, you're not even around the corner. You're just staying up the stairs?
Where I stopped when we rolled for combat tracker.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah,
that's fair. Technically, I'm be like watching up the stairs to see how long I get. So.
Sure. Yeah, so it's basically it's a hallway and there's just there's doors, but it's otherwise an empty room.
All right, but there are doors in it, so we can keep going through.
Correct. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
We gotta keep going through until we can find something. We gotta bring back proof of what happened here and why this guy's got all this money sold.
Too scared to walk in between those 2 statues?
That's good, Sako. That's exactly. So, well, Sako put a GIF in. I mean, everybody knows Never Ending Story, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Booby statues.
I'm going to try to quietly open that door if I can.
It's locked.
And that's okay. Then I will move out of the way, so if somebody wants to attempt to open it, possibly, I'll not be in the way. And that's it for me.
Well, Nissi's right there.
Yeah,
so we are going to walk past these statues, aren't we?
Probably going to have to. Yeah.
I'll just quietly say that the door's locked.
That is still one of my favorite. Like, it's not... I realize it's not a great movie as an adult, but as a kid, I fucking loved that movie.
It was the greatest film ever.
Awesome.
Like, there's so many scenes in that are not cool for kids. Like the fucking knight being, blown up and toasted inside of his armor, like him being dead, right after that one scene right there.
It's a horribly dark story. The freaking
The gifts that Sako put him in the Embers chat in Discord.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah, but it's Never Ending Story. And then also the I can't remember his name now. The warg, the big giant wolf.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Gamork?
Spoilers, guys.
Morga or something like that.
Depressed, suicidal horse.
Yeah, Artex.
Artex.
I used a bunch of sound clips. I don't know if you guys remember those. I used a bunch of the audio soundtrack from that movie in Balance. I used a whole bunch of them. Anyways, so Ben, you're just moving over there, moving out of the way and staying there?
Yeah, and then I'm going to quietly let everybody know that this door is locked.
Yep. Pogo.
All right, I'm going to upstairs. I'm going to have my automatons move and be on the offensive now to attack. So each one's going to attack. They're going to kind of back up a little bit and let a little bit more room come in, and then they're each one going to take an attack.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, your 3. Well, it'd be 2 tables. Yeah, it's fine. 2 tables and the automaton. So I guess it's not really.
Plus 6, so it's going to be a 12, an 18, and a 11.
All right, let me check their ACs real quick. There's a pretty high ACs. 18 on the Avatar, and the Residors are 18 as well. So 18's and above.
So 1 of them hits, 2 of them miss.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage for 1.
That's
all right.
shit. plus
it's
2,
something.
so 8. So 8 damage to whatever that one is.
Okay.
And
you hear the sounds of tables fighting knights in the hallway above, and that is about it.
And then let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and move to the bottom of the stairs. And I'm going to kind of hide a little bit. Not actually hide as an action. I'm just going to kind of keep peeking around this wall up the stairs.
Okay.
And if anything gets through on this turn, I'm going to ready. I'm going to ready Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So that's going to be ready if I see something coming down the stairs for this turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Arteme.
Okay, I'm just carefully gonna go down the stairs.
Okay, down to the bottom. So at the base of the stairs, then you see Norok and Sarah in her shadow form in front of a door that you heard Norok say is locked. There are 2 frozen automata, no animation whatsoever, at least at the moment, and then double doors at the end of the hallway.
I'm gonna ask Nissy if she could pick the lock.
I can try, if you guys will just watch them for me. I don't want them hitting me or anything.
Yeah, I'll go and kind of stand guard on it, but I'm not really sure what to do about them because they're made of stuff that, like, you can't harm them with magic, yes?
Yeah, they're made, well, yes, as far as you know it, yes. It is nullifying metal, yeah.
I'll go here and watch them, I guess, and I'll prep my braided lash, the mimic one.
Okay. All right, Nazim, what are you doing?
I'm going to run up and prep 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll do 1 diagonal 30 if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. So we're just going to position ourselves up to, we're going to rush this door the next turn or 2, correct? The upper door. This one's locked.
Yeah, this one's locked. They've asked Nissy to try to pick it. The 2 at the far end don't. There's not a. It's not. It doesn't look like it can be secured in that way. There's no bar.
Okay.
So it's basically no doorknobs. And what I'm describing here is the kind of U-hooks where you would put a bar in front of it to lock the door, to bar it so the door can't be opened. And there's no bar in the place. You can just push the doors and they would open.
Since I'm so close to this Otaterol, is there a way that I can just do a quick, I guess, scan or search looking for something arcana?
Yeah, go ahead and make
something
it.
I can.
Make it arcana.
Essentially, is this thing gonna shoot laser beams at my face?
Sure. They are not of the same, from what you can see there, they are not of the same, style as the security system ones were above. These are a separate entity. They are not currently active, but they're not inanimate either. There's definitely, these are, you would actually know from the Vast Air Edition, these are Tatusian.
Oh boy, okay. All right. So
the others were simulacra. The others were made to resemble them, like they were, recent manufacture. Tatusian, these are natural Tatusian.
Okay. All right, that's it for my turn then for now.
Okay, Sarah.
Oh God. Okay. So are we going up, or are we waiting for Nissy to open the door? No one's gonna answer? Alright.
Well,
you get to decide then, Sarah. If no one says, you get to decide.
I can go either way. So if you pick it, we run.
Oh God, this is gonna be a terrible decision. Alright. Sarah's gonna pull out her dagger, I guess, because it's the only weapon she has that's not, a spell.
Your foreboding knife?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my halfling nimbleness to try to run through this dude's leg.
Okay.
In front of me.
All right. You deftly kind of dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge as best you can through them. They don't animate. They don't react. You make your way past them just fine.
Okay. And
I'll tell you that you, having gone near them, because you had to kind of, run through their legs, basically. You could have gone in the middle, but just to go past one of them like that. You were definitely close enough. You could feel your access to Sorcanal and any of the other rills cut off momentarily as you were within, a few inches of them. So they're clearly effective and animatable. They're just not currently animated.
Like, gets a shiver down her spine, and she's just gonna crouch down and listen to this door.
Okay. There is a very distinct and this very distantly familiar. This is a memory of a memory, and not even yours for that matter. This is literally stuff that was downloaded via the Master Edition, but it wasn't necessarily details that you would think of or even potentially remember, but details that were downloaded alongside that, and you're hearing a sound that clearly came from a century, from a stolen century specifically. No more whispers, though, just that sound.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying, right?
So I know that it came from the stolen centuries, but I just don't, hasn't fully clicked yet what it is?
Because Sarah doesn't, the sound isn't something she heard, it's someone else, it's something that someone else heard and was downloaded from the Vast Air Edition, yes. So it's a distant memory, and it isn't something that would be like a put two and two together until something else may trigger it. It just sounds vaguely, distantly familiar, and it came from the Vast Air Edition, but that's as much as you can remember. But the doors are not secured or locked in any way. You literally, these are, I don't know if I'm describing it well, literally the kind of double doors where you would have to put a bar across the middle of the doors to hold it in place. Does that make sense? There's no bar there, so you can just push the doors and they'd open.
I will try to take a peek in.
Okay.
Because we had heard whispers in here, correct?
You heard whispers coming from down this hallway, yeah. Earlier were shouts. You actually heard, angry shouts. But now, and then whispers as you guys got into this room, and now it's quiet except for this sound.
I will wait until everybody gets closer. I don't want to be that far away from everybody and try to open this door.
All right.
You want us all in whatever the blast radius of this fucking thing is going to be?
Well, I don't want to be by myself, so...
Yeah, if we're going to do, a full thing, we got to go all in. It's got to be a TPK, not just a PK.
We're all going to get fucked here.
I mean, I didn't say everyone. I just said some of y'all get closer, because I want to be by myself.
Did I do that right? Did I have
so real quick, I went out and grabbed some water. Do we think that if you try to open this door to the north, those three things are going to wake up?
No, but there's something... I'm assuming that whatever is in these notes and sounds familiar in my memory is on the other side of these doors, and so were the people that were down here.
You didn't spend an action. If you want to, try to read a little bit further, you can.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's see if Missy has any luck with picking the lock. It seems like she did a decent enough job. I'll have this in just a minute, guys. You hear little clicking sounds as she's working on it. Next section. This is basically just a series of date, time, ballpark time. We're talking in bells and so on. And then a short little blurb. And it's just a long list of that, as you can see. The next section says 9 Sprout, so it was a few days later. It says evening. Decided against allowing Maud to look at the device. She might try and take it from me, or worse, she might let it slip out that I even have this thing. Seems unlikely that I'd be the only one drawn to it in such a way, and I'd rather not waste time fighting off other interested parties. I think it's trying to speak to me, odd as that may sound. ... You know what, actually, since you didn't spend an action, though. Next one says 16 Sprout, so a week later. Midday. Speak was not accurate, but it is telling me things. I can't say I'm any good at translating what it whispers. If only I'd spent more time studying the old Magus' scrawlings instead of chasing Varessa in my younger days, maybe I'd have the ken to understand it better. Still, the whispers are enrapturing. And then there are multiple lines that are crossed out words like Durrell. This is clearly Durrell, by the way. It's his notes. Assuming it's his office and everything. Although I guess you don't see a signature, so I'll tell you that it is Durrell, but you may have had to assume otherwise. But it looks like he had started to write another entry and then scratched it off and kind of stopped. And then on 5 separate occasions he did that, where he kind of started to write an entry and then just scrawled it out. And then below that, with no noted date or time, it says, "Am I losing my mind to it?" And then a line. "Do I care either way?" And then a line. And then there's more, but that's as far as you can get on your turn. Okay, off to Norok.
Alright, head towards that door.
And as you step through the automaton, try to rip your head off. No, not for real. Go ahead.
I'm surprised Norak isn't just attacking them while they're prone.
You guys have done. That's true. Actually, yeah, that would be potentially a Norak thing, assuming that they would activate, try to destroy them.
I feel like if I was Norak, I would just start just fuck it. Just start aiming, take all your best shots on the unmoving, undefending head part of one of them. But that's just me. You do not have to be me.
I would say that Ben, obviously, I'm not speaking for you. You can answer yourself there. Ben, in video game terms, would probably do exactly that because he hasn't had a good fight in 2-3 months now. But Norak did just have a fight with the automaton 12 minutes ago at this point. So he actually did destroy one of the other robots already. What you doing, Holmes?
I mean, if you want to try to open the door, go for it, but you do what you want.
Alright, fuck it. I will slowly try to open the door. Well, they're both just one big door, right? You said
it is two separate double doors, but literally just pushing them open. Yeah. I'm not describing it very well, but basically two very easy to move doors that are not secured in any way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Remember when we went and accidentally fought a dragon in that other game that one time, and the two big double doors? I'm just bringing it up.
Huh?
It wasn't this game; it was the one-off.
Oh, you're talking about
fear of big double doors that just look all nonchalant like.
Yep.
Whoops! There's a lava dragon behind it. Whoops.
Don't worry, guys. I got the back. I got the back. The stairs are covered, guys.
It just means that as soon as those soldiers come through, you're their first target, Pogo.
Yeah.
And you were killed by them last time.
I got some spell slots. Shit.
All right. Go ahead and open it, G. So the other side of the door there, the room is dark except for this constant starburst of light that is illuminated from a floating object. It is a dodecahedron. It is a geometric shape that is floating inside of a black metal cage, a glittering metal cage on the far side of the room. Ben, I'll tell you that you do see two more automata inside the room, similarly, still not active. One on the left and one on the right that are kind of facing towards the cage at the far side of the room. But the floating object is inside the cage and is kind of gently moving its way, floating its like in a circle, basically inside the cage. There is a door on the right side of the room.
Okay. I think that was probably about it for my movement, so I guess I'll just wait there then.
Okay. Pogo. You want to make your rolls for your animated?
Well, I mean, because you haven't actually done a turn for them. If you want to roll some attack rolls.
Oh shit. I did not. I meant to do. I should have rolled them last turn, and I forgot.
Yeah, you can do them now because it won't really matter in retrospect. But if you want to roll their attack rolls,
they're about to fall anyways, aren't they? This is their last turn.
One misses, 2 hit.
Okay. And those are 3d6 plus 3 each. So 14 from one.
That'll kill the actual automaton. There's
okay.
2 left at 50 hit points.
All right. So one of them just took 9 damage. So you have one full table and one table.
You want them ganging up on one guy or splitting
off? They were separated enough that I would say that as soon as the automaton's down, that one of the avatars are starting to, or the Juthrins rather, are starting to push through. They would both be attacked separately, the 2 tables.
Okay. So 41 for one of the tables or whatever it is, and then the other one would have
full health. That was 3 attacks. So, although the other City Watch can now get in, so there will be, next round there will be a little more of a threat to them. Although they're going to die anyway. So
one has 41, and then there should have been one more attack roll that I didn't get.
I rolled 3. You said 2 hit and 1 didn't.
What was the? So was that out of? Well, I know you said that 9 damage to one.
Yeah, and 14 damage killed the other. 14 damage killed the automaton.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No. The automaton's dead, and the other one has 4. Okay, never mind. I'm kidding. Yeah. So one's at 50, one's at 41.
Yeah.
On it.
Yep. All right. But your turn now. Your actual turn.
It's my turn for them to. So now that they can, I am going to, instead of attacking, because again I don't want to really make this any weirder, I'm going to have them use their next turns to dodge. So they are going to get.
Okay.
Actually, there's basically 2 tables now, with their with their legs acting like little like boxing gloves, like dodging left and right and shit.
Like a pugilist.
So they're not attacking. They're just going to try to dodge on their
before you do that, I want to remind you that they're about to fall inactive. Oh, this is their last turn. This is their last turn. So if you still want to do that, that's fine. I just want to remind you just in case.
That is. I'm going to have them. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm going to go ahead. I forgot it was last turn. So I'm going to go ahead and have them do their normal attacks. So it's a +6 to hit, and neither of them hit.
Yeah, ACs are 18 on them. So
yeah, so neither of them hit, and then even though they're going to get attacks of opportunity on the way back, I'm going to have them both go and kind of lock themselves in front of the other doorway that we were at. Which is probably most of their movement.
Well, AC's a 10, right?
Yes, so both 10. So they both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for those.
That's 1. So 15 on 1. You can choose which one you want to apply it to, and 10 for the other.
All right, so that's going to be... One has 31 hit points, and one has 40 hit points, and now they're going to go barricade in a barricaded form in front of that other doorway.
Okay. In front of the door that had the bypass security on it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I guess the hole in the wall-ish.
Sure. Yeah, it's just an open archway, basically, at this point.
And then, for my turn, I'm going to go ahead, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So they come into this room. Oh, fuck. I don't like any of this. Nissy, you still working on that lock, Nissy?
I think I'll be able to get through it here in just a second.
All right, you keep doing that. I am going to... No, is anyone hurt?
Norok took some damage. Norok and Sarah both took some, right?
Yeah, but I'm not down that much.
We all okay then? All right. I am going to use my last... Actually, no, she already has it. I'm going to remind Nissy that she has Bardic Inspiration. I'm just going to say, remember, you can do your best, and your best is better than most. So I have a lot of faith in you. And I'm just going to kind of remind her that she has Bardic Inspiration.
All right. She didn't need it on the last roll, but in this next one, if she does need it, that'll be a...
And then I'm actually going to stop here, and I'm going to keep an eye on the thing, keeping my cantrip ready.
Hold the dead?
Yep.
All right. Back to Arteme.
Okay. Is the door open yet?
Yep. Norok opened it up. He pushed both sides of the door.
I meant the Nissy door.
Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still working on it.
I'm not really sure what I could do to help. Really, because I don't really have any spells that could help other than like damaging a ton of stuff.
I think we're past that point now.
I mean, okay, you're over there, so... So I'm gonna put spike growth, like, literally on the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead and click it so that it'll give you a little radius thing, and then you can drop it on the stairs where you want it to be.
Good move.
Yeah, at the very least, that'll slow them down and, weaken them up potentially as they're making their way down.
It's going to be a 20-foot radius from there.
Like right on that corner.
Sure.
I'm going to step away for just a moment.
Yeah,
check the window. It's raining again.
All right,
I tried not to put you in it, but it's like a 20-foot radius. It's weird in the dark.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's right on my toe tips. I was like, oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, up at the far side of it so the Pogo's not in it. That's fine.
Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, that's going to be spike growth.
All right. All right. Are you going to move also or anything else?
I'm also going to transform it to look normal so they won't be able to see it until they come down.
You have to make a wisdom check, I think it is. Camouflage to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast makes it a wisdom against your spell save DC to recognize it as hazardous terrain before entering. Mm-hmm. So, and then they could, fall down the stairs and end up face first into it too or something, since they can't see it. So, all right. You gonna move or anything else, or are you staying there?
I'm gonna move a bit closer to the door where Nessie is to try and look in there to see what's in there after.
All right. That'll bring us to Nazim. Sako, did you step away? Sako said he was checking his windows. It's raining in Sako's house, guys. All right, then we'll come back to him in a second. Sarah?
Not it's raining, his windows are leaking is actually probably the more important part of that.
I mean, it's really our old office.
Check his windows because it's raining, guys.
Sacco, no. It's raining in his house. Is not at his house. I said in his house because at our old office, my office, Sacco used to work with me, in our old building, my office, the roof used to leak, so it was raining in my office frequently. And so it's kind of a inside joke, I guess, with Sacco a little bit, is that it used to rain in our building all the time.
That doesn't sound fun.
It was pretty friggin' annoying, actually. Yeah, mine wasn't that bad. There were worse places in the building, but my office used to leak anytime it would rain from the roof. Becky, Sarah, rather, are you continuing to read the notes to finish? There's 2 more sections left. Huh?
I don't know. Should I start doing the teleportation circle? Because it takes a full minute.
Yeah,
that's 10 rounds. I think we need to
find a smaller spot, personally, for the portal. Like,
well, I was thinking if I go inside this room, then hopefully we could find a way to barricade these doors. Yeah, it would give us
that sounds better to me personally.
There is a bar, so both sides of the door have that kind of U-shaped bar that I'm describing. Am I explaining that well? Does anybody understand what I'm talking about here?
Yeah,
doors.
Not really.
It's like you would think of on an old medieval thing.
Yeah,
and you put
exactly.
that big plank in the center of it on those slats to try to keep it.
Yeah, at the inside, people put a large 2x4 in there, so that way the only way to get in is a battering ram. Really, you got to break it from the inside. Well, the outside, I guess.
And both sides of the door have those U-shaped hooks that are sticking out from the wall, but there's no doorknob or anything else. That's the only way to secure these doors. Yeah, but it's on both sides, so you could barricade it. Or you could put that plank in on either side, basically.
Just so you know, I have the energy to do it and help you, and it'll take less time, but we just need a better spot.
Take one of those swords off of those statues and throw it in there.
If I'm right here, do I feel like I can put up the circle without being affected by the...
It's definitely distracting. Yeah, it's definitely distracting, but you feel like it's not going to impact your ability to draw. It's just hard to not look at the floating object. And I would say at this point, you're starting to recognize why. That Sarah's, especially with probably a certain amount of interest, at least in the information gathered from the Vast Erudition, that Sarah's probably understanding what this object must be.
That's great, because I don't remember what.
Okay. So as far as the effect on the drawing the circle, you feel like you'll be all right. It's just kind of a constant need to look at the object. The floating object.
I'm gonna start drawing the circle, and I'm going to draw it for the basement of... Fuck, where is it?
The Gypsy's Case?
Yep, that one.
Okay, alright.
Spaghetti house. The house is spaghetti.
Alright, then we will jump to Nissy. Nissy's going to roll her... hopefully final one to try to get through the door there.
With an extra D10 on there, I'm sure.
All right. There's a click. I got it. Guys, I got it.
Fantastic job.
And
don't go in there quite yet.
She already pushed the door open and started scrambling. It's a library, she shouts back. There's no robots.
Cool.
That'll bring us to Nork.
Alright, I am going to look around. Is there a plank in here that is meant for barricading the door?
It's laying on the floor to the side of the door, yeah.
Okay. Then I am going to grab that and get that ready for when everybody else comes in here, so I can try to barricade the door and also look around. Can I... If I try to move him, will he move, the statue, or is he too heavy?
He's much heavier than the other ones.
Like
you could, with a strong enough strength check, you feel like you could probably move it, but it's going to take a lot of effort. And if you roll too low, it's going to tip over and probably make a lot of noise.
I see Norok coming in out of the corner of my eye. I'm going to let him know that there's a door on the right side of the wall.
Okay.
Maybe it connects to the library?
Because I'm assuming he's blind in here.
No, there's really glowing light coming from the thing.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, but does it reach like all corners of the room?
Yeah, there's enough illumination, yeah, that you can see the door. Yeah, it is dim, but you can see.
Okay, then Should I take that out, or should I just wait by the door?
Only one word.
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to stand by these doors and just keep an eye on that one while I'm putting up the circle, so you can let me know if anyone comes through.
Okay.
Because there were still people down here at some point.
Wait here and keep an eye on that door to the east. Okay. See if anything comes through it.
All right. Nazim, I skipped you while you were AFK, so go ahead if you want to take your turn now, Sako.
Okay, so we got the door cracked open. It's a library inside there. I think I'm actually going to go check that library out. Do we have a time constraint up top there, guys, or do we have time to look through some books? What's that?
9. It'll be 10 rounds. It takes a full minute.
Yeah, so you got 9 rounds
to search through stuff. Yeah.
Sounds good. I will do that then. I will run into the library. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. While I'm in here, I'm just going to ocular pat down the table and surrounding bookcases for anything that may be freshly perused, something lacking dust kind of thing.
There is another note similar to the other one, although Sarah didn't tell you what the dates were. The dates don't line up. The dates are on this. I guess you wouldn't know that. Basically, there's a scrawled note that looks similar to the one that Sarah was carrying on that table with an inkwell that is sitting out. This one is plugged, but it was clearly, jotted down.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and snatch that, and then when I have more time, I'll start to read it.
Sure. All right. Then, in that case, bring us to Pogo.
All right. So, for starters, do I have any more of a connection to the things up top? They're now dead, right?
They are no longer animate.
All right, so they're
and they've had no trouble throwing the doors out of the way now that they're no longer fighting back, along with the robots. So they are like rushing in, and they're going to be at the top of the stairs like any moment.
All right.
You're going to have at least an Avatar and 2 Residors. The Residors are the ones that had killed you, by the way. And a bunch of City Watch coming down those stairs any moment.
All right, so I'm going to use a bonus action to get double speed. When I get in here, I still have light on my sword. So I see Nazim looking around. I would also like to look around and see if there's anything of note.
You see him stuff probably an important note, you would gather, because it was the only thing sitting on the table, stuffing it into his pocket as you run in, and that's it. There's tons of books and everything else, but it's the only thing that was out.
Anything besides books? Anything shiny gold?
Make a investigation check.
I mean, at this point, might as well.
Yeah, no, we're not taking this orb, this dodecahedron thing with us, right?
Fucking do it.
I mean, if we can, why not?
All right. So,
Pogo, on the table there, because it's in wide open, it'd be hard to miss, especially after as Nazim grabs that, is an expensive-looking pocket watch. It doesn't look to be special, but certainly expensive.
Grabbed it. And I am then using my actual action to fucking run back. And I'm going to tell everyone, all right, guys, we got about 5 seconds until those Juthrans are down these stairs.
Okay, you're rushing into the room then where they are? Okay.
And that's as far as I can get, and I am going to... I'm going to do my... Out of curiosity... No, I wouldn't see anything up there. I'm going to use my... This is my go-to fucking spell today. I'm gonna... Well... There's nothing else in this room besides those 2 automatons, huh?
Right.
Alright, I'm going to save it then. I am going to... I'm going to use Thunder... Ooh, but maybe if I attack it, it comes open, and I don't want it to wake up. Has anyone attacked one of these things yet? No, right?
Nope.
No.
I just ran through its legs. Nora walked in front of him.
I'll save that then. I am going to... See, they know they need to get the fuck out. I'm going to stay here, and I am going to hold... Because I'm pretty sure, can I hear any clanging? Like, does it sound like they're going to be there, like, on...
Oh, yeah, they're at the top of the stairs.
All right.
Yeah, next round they're going to be a problem.
All right. In that case, I'm going to hold sleep. Oh, that's a level. Let me double check and read this real quick. Yeah, we're going to, as soon as I see them at the corner of the stairs coming down the second set, I'm going to go ahead and cast sleep, and I'm holding it. And I'm going to cast it at second level. So I'm going to cast it right now, because I'm going to cast it no matter, it's going to burn it no matter what. How confident is Pogo that these things are going to be here? Would he be... You know what? Nope. Scratch that. He's not. He's just going to wait. He's going to ready his cantrip, and then his next turn he might do this. But yeah, he's going to wait.
Okay, but you're not going any further north. You're staying where you're at?
Yeah, that's my max movement.
Oh,
so
you were... Okay. All right. That'll bring us to Arteme.
We got to get the hell out of here, guys.
How long do we actually have is the question.
So we don't know. I'm going to guess in game time 1 round to where they're probably halfway down the stairs, but we wouldn't really know.
Well, I do think it's difficult terrain, so they're going to have trouble.
It's true.
But they also have
turn.
Yeah, they're a threat at range too, so
true. Damn it, I really want to see if those good healing books.
We need to get everyone to through those big doors and then brace them.
Just gonna run over here then.
Okay.
Damn it, I really want to see those good healing books.
Okay. Rushing through the doorway there, you see Sarah has dropped the page of the notes as she's scrolling out this circle and
okay,
somewhat.
I'll pick up the note.
I would say vaguely distracted by the glowing dodecahedron that is floating inside the Otaterol cage up there. Sarah not dropped as in forgot about it or just ignored it, just kind of set it down while you're drawing the circle, and then being vaguely distracted. So Arteme is being beside you would be within range if you chose to grab it or read it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I could grab the item from the cage.
Okay. So the cage itself, as you know what? I'll say that you can make it to the cage with a dash. It will take your action to get there, of course. But the cage is secured, and it is a huge, solid padlock. It's not the arcane bypass or anything else. It is a massive Otaterol padlock that's locking the cage shut.
Get Lizard Girl up there.
It's definitely pickable. It's like a regular kind of lock. It's not a security one, or it's not the the arcanical secure. But you are kind of somewhat transfixed by staring at the at this floating thing.
I'll try sleight of hand, and I'll see if Nissy could help when she gets here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll with disadvantage.
This is probably gonna go bad.
Yeah, natural 1.
10, 15, 20. Oh, you're just out of my range.
That's funny. I knew you were gonna try. Sarah potentially could, but it would be slowing down her circle.
Yeah, don't slow down.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have enough feet.
Are you looking at the notes at all, Arteme?
Yeah, I'll glance down at them since I've been.
Okay. The last couple sections of it here, it says 29 sprouts, which you wouldn't know is further back because Sarah didn't give you into the previous knowledge of the parts that she had read. But looking near the end here to try to maybe get an idea of what this thing might be, it says 29 sprouts, 12th bell, which would be midnight, basically. It says, today is the day. I'll know if what it whispers is madness or truth. Do I warn them and prevent their suffering, but then be left to wonder at the echo's veracity? So much death and pain, ... And then a line, and it says, no, I must see this through. I must know if the echo's whispers are true future. If so, they're going to die anyway. St. Peter's responsible for their fate, not I. And then there's a little gap in the next section. This is the last bit of it. It says, 3 shells, midday, so this is a few days after that. Just put the next order in. Already netted a good 4,000 crowns from the previous, with half the goods still left in the warehouse. The whispers from the echo aren't always financially valuable, but those that are, well, I'm more than happy to capitalize on them.
Maybe I should, guys.
Maybe I should buy some more mage metal to protect my investment. That's what it says.
Fucking future teller.
It is.
We definitely need to take this away from him.
I will tell you, because we're basically get in time. So we'll start the next round with or next week with Nazim.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. What this is, everybody would have an understanding from the vast erudition that during the kind of amount of time, basically at the end when there was a massive floating black cloud trying to devour the planet, essentially, and what was used to stop it was this constant creation called apotheosis. It was this dodecahedron. It was this floating orb that was used by Balance, by Ben, Becky, and Sako, as well as the rest of their NPC group. That they broke it into a bunch of smaller pieces that they called the Idrilium, and then they used those pieces. They essentially crafted magic items out of them. And one of them was a device called the Chronosphere, which is what Sako's character had devised. And this appears to be, based on the notes that you've read there, this appears to be an echo of that. What little immaterial piece of it remains. It is not a physical object. It is a floating source of an insane amount of magical energy, but is not currently contained in a magic item. But the downside of those is that the apotheosis and all of its pieces, the Idrilium, had this constant draw of just an unavoidable and irresistible greedy pull to them, where any of the objects is just constantly wants to be acquired by new people and kind of sow as much chaos as it could. And this clearly had a similar draw in that this guy, Darrell, had squirreled it away and was not, allowing anyone else near it. But now Sarah's over there drawing a circle and keeps kind of getting distracted by it.
Oh, that could be bad.
Can I cover it with a cloak or something to stop her from getting distracted?
It's up to you guys. I mean, that's certainly an idea. It is inside of this floating, or side of the cage, rather. It is floating inside of the cage, so the cage, potentially, you could throw something over it. But
what if we just draw a circle around the cage?
Just teleport the entire cage instead of you guys? I mean, you potentially...
Wouldn't the cage prevent that, though?
Probably, yeah.
The cage itself is Otatterall. It is it's a reason that it is contained in Otatterall. This is these, as you guys could probably gather by now, these Tutusian are created from Otatterall.
We can't pass through it. We can't mage hand into it. We can't do a ton of shit.
But I'll tell you that Artemae, now that you're close to the cage there, there's some angry shouts starting again coming from the door to the right. There's clearly somebody else in that room over to the right over there. Nazim, you can see obviously that doesn't connect, but you're not in the other room, so you wouldn't be able to tell them that those doors don't connect. But we will go ahead and stop there. What is